exhausted. I dare you to step up to the plate. I dare you to execute. I dare you to find the strength. I dare you to stand up and show them that there's no stopping you.
You aren't given any breaks in life. You make them for yourself. We are all being tested in life. And how you face that test determines the rest of your life. There's a lot of times where I don't know how I'm going to move forward, but I ask myself one question: can you take another step? And that answer is always yes. Those circumstances will make us get stronger. And most demons are coming at you and they're attacking you. If you feel you can't handle them, you have to invent someone that can. We all have the ability to transform ourselves to bring more out. Regardless of what's in front of you, you still must grind. I fail at most things I do, but still I grind. I don't want to do half the shit I do, but still I grind. And that one day, you see me down a dark alley, running at 1 o'clock in the morning, no, I was grinding.
All I'm saying is don't quit. I didn't say don't rest. I didn't say don't recover. I said don't quit. Mentally, you ain't got to take off. Mentally, you can stay connected.
People are judged by how high they score on aptitude tests, personality tests, achievement tests, and crap like that. Ain't nobody ever designed a test that can measure the heart of a champion.
You got to have heart. Get some heart. What you want me to tell you to accept the life that you've been given? You want me to tell you to give up? You want me to tell you to quit? That's what you want me to say? Well, listen to me. I can't tell you that. I'm not about to tell you that you won't keep that cycle going. I'm going to tell you to break that cycle. I don't care where you are. Use what you got to get what you want. Use your mind. Use your vision. Use your dream. As a man thinketh, so is he. Think your way out of it. Grind your way out. You got a reason inside of yourself. I'm better than this. I'm stronger than this. I will survive this.
I can live my dream. I can find my purpose in life. I deserve more for myself. This is not going to be it for my life. I deserve more than this. So that will start making you do some stuff. And when I start changing that kind of mindset of beating myself up because of my mistakes, and start looking at the possibility of my doing better, of my making the adjustment that would enable me to do what I want to do successfully, things begin to change.
You can if you believe you can.
It is how you think about yourself. Because if you think wrong, you go wrong. If you think down, you go down. Your thoughts are either dragging you down or taking you up.
Change the way you see yourself and begin to tend to the personal details. Understand that nobody's going to take care of your business better than you. You have to live the law of expectation. You have to expect your life to be better than it was, and it will be. There is no reason why it won't be.
I'm challenging you to change the way you talk to you. I need you to look yourself in the face, and I need you to repeat after me. This is my life. These are my dreams. I can have whatever I want to have. I can be whatever I want to be. I can go wherever I want to go. I can do whatever I'm bold enough, whatever I'm big enough, whatever I'm strong enough to dream. And what I need to do it is already inside of me. My goals, my dreams will not be defeated. I will not be destroyed. I will defend what's rightfully mine. These are my dreams. This is my life. And from this day forward, I will live it.
Download this video.
You thought you was just going to have a dream and a goal, and you was just going to wake up and just walk into the sunset. It don't work like that.
Don't think that all you have to do is think positive and everything's going to work out hokey-dokey for you.
People have these goals, have these dreams, have these high aspirations to do all these great things, and they get up day after day and life punches them in the face and say, I'm going to see how bad you really want it.
That goes with it. That goes with the territory. There's some times when things aren't going to go right. That when you want to grow, when you want to achieve, when you want to experience more, all hell will break loose.
You said you wanted it. Now let's see how bad you really want it.
That you're going to have some ups and you're going to have some downs. But during those down moments, how you handle it, how
That's where the growth takes place. It's gonna hit you, and you're gonna feel it, and the pain, you won't have any control over it. That's scary.
There's going to be things that go on that are out of your control. The worst thing you can do is let something that's out of your control control you. Get control of yourself, get control of your emotions. Don't get angry, don't get frustrated. Instead, stay calm and figure out how to move forward.
The thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen. That's the guarantee of quitting.
People ask me, what are your greatest moments? Every single one of them's failure. That's where I got to learn who I was.
The pressure in your life right now has a purpose. It's pushing what's on the inside of you out. It shows you who you are.
A lot of people go, oh, all these things, look at all these hard things in my life. It must mean I'm on the wrong track. It must mean I'm not good enough. It must mean I'm never gonna get my due. I'm like, ooh, all those hard things are placed there for you to get stronger. You walk into a gym and you look at all those heavy weights. All those heavy weights are the path to strength. Same thing in life. All these heavy things you're dealing with.
Što se sad dogodilo?
Voice is not recognized. Try again.
It's not in falling that makes us failures. It's in not giving up that makes us failures. Is failure going to break you, or is failure going to make you? You get to decide. Failure doesn't.
You get mad when haters come your way. You get mad because they talking about you. You get mad because you get a setback. You get mad because you get thrown off course. You get mad because you get a detour. That's just dirt. You get mad because you lost your mama. That's dirt. But show me something that has grown into something beautiful that didn't have no dirt on it. Because dirt is fertilizer. Dirt is nutrient. Dirt gives you the strength for your seed to push through. You got to have dirt on you to grow into what life got for you. I have failed over and over and over again in my life. And that's why I succeeded. Because at the end of all that pain, it's success.
And some of y'all saying, I've been doing it 6 months, a year, and I ain't seeing nothing. Should I quit? Should I give up? Now I ask you this question. What's in your seeds? What is it worth to you? What's the value of your seeds? I know my seed, I couldn't give up. Because the value, what it's worth, what I put in too much. I've given up sleep. I've given up friendships. I've given too much. I sweat too much. I invested too much to quit. I made too many sacrifices to give up. I paid too much. I will defeat this. What price have you paid for it? What has it cost you? And if it costs you something, then you better not quit until you get a harvest. You better not quit till it's fully developed. You have come too far to quit now. You have invested too much to quit now. You have lost too much to quit now. Get a reward for your pain. You will never be a diamond every time there's pressure. You want to break. Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. You wasting your superpower crying about something that happened 3-4 hours ago that you can do absolutely nothing about. So what we want to do is use our superpowers, our human powers, to make our dreams become a reality. Take quitting out your vocabulary. Take it out. Rest if you must. Cry if you must. Get emotional if you must. Get it out. But get your butt back up after you finish crying and put a time limit on the crying. You say, I need 30 minutes. Don't take it. But when you come back after that 30 minutes, you better grind. Because if you don't, you'll be stuck at that adversity for the rest of your life. Oh, I'm going to feel depressed. I'm going through it. Stay focused. Stay focused on the goal. I had a meltdown in class. I said, you might have a couple more before success. It's a part of the game. You can't be successful without some meltdowns. You got put through that because what that does, that tension produces greatness. You got to position yourself and stop pouting. Stop looking at what other people are getting and look at what they're doing. And if you start doing it, you'll start getting it. You don't gotta like what you want. You gotta like what you earn. You're gonna understand.
Dobro jutro.
Part of the process. You're gonna understand that the more pain you go through and you can get through, that that you qualified for this work. You're qualified for the rewards. You're qualified for the success. The third year, you're going to grind, and you're not going to look for reward. The fourth year, you're going to grind, and you're not going to... And the fifth year, you're going to grind, and you're going to grind so hard, you're not going to have to look for them. They're going to come to you. You're going to work 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, and the only thing you're going to focus on is grinding.
We all have these moments in time that either make you or break you, that can determine the rest of your life. The rest of your life can be determined by one simple decision.
You have a choice to either give up or keep going.
There's so many times that we're in these dark-ass tunnels. The tunnels of life. When hard times are coming at you, man, and you feel alone and you feel trapped and you feel like there's no way out. And all you want to do is run out of that tunnel because it's dark and it's scary. But if you can find just enough courage to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer, your eyes start to adjust at night. And what happens, that darkness becomes the light.
I can accept failure. Everyone fails at some point. I cannot accept not trying. I feel rejected.
Czeka.
How do you feel rejected when you try? The person who didn't try should feel rejected. The person that didn't try should feel defeated. I tried. I feel rejected. I feel good about myself. I don't feel bad. I gave it 120%. You can't never feel bad when you put forth 120%. You can't let the outcomes make you feel whack. I'm not whack. I'm a warrior. I'm a problem solver. I'm not soft. I'm not weak. I don't quit. I don't give up. I don't surrender. I don't always win, but I always try.
You chase something that you believe you deserve until you get it. And it doesn't matter what happens to you. It doesn't matter how many times you get fired. It doesn't matter how many people don't believe in you. Just go until you get it.
Because if you're one that goes through all the battle you gotta go through to get to where you want to get, who's got the right to stop you? Nobody. It's your right to listen to your gut. It ain't nobody's right to say no. After you earn the right to be where you want to be and do what you want to do.
Every single person that you look up to, all of them dealt with their family and friends looking at them funny and making jokes. The difference is they continued to move when people told them to get back in line. They didn't get back in line. They continued to become what they knew they were inside of their soul.
Everyone's like, oh, Craig, you're lucky. You got this, Craig, you're lucky. But then you just like, bullshit. Because before it was luck. It was a belief. And every day with no one watching at 5 in the morning, by myself, I trained it because I believed in it. Then I mastered it. When I remastered it, it hopes that one day my trained ability collided with an opportunity to show it all. That's what success is. That every single module inside of it, you create, you own. Nothing subjective in there. It's all you.
And when you know what you want, you will do anything it takes to get it. You will study as long as it takes. You won't go to sleep until you have the knowledge that it takes to do what you're able to do.
I want what all other men want. But when the pressure hits, when the opposition hits, when the challenge hits, when the pain creeps in, when the uncertainty creeps in, when the cuts, when the scars, when the bruises come, I just want it a little bit more than they wanted. If you ain't got no heart in me, if you ain't been working harder than me, if you ain't sacrificed more than me, I'm gonna destroy you. And I'm not retreating. I'm not running. I don't care what they say on paper. I don't care if you say we outnumbered. We live by this and we die by this. We don't run. We don't retreat.
You know how hard I worked to get here? And you think I'm about to get us up? Have you lost your mind? I put in too many hours. I sweat too much blood, too much tears. I worked hard to get here. Didn't nobody give me this. I didn't grow up with wealth. Didn't nobody thank me. I worked for this. Sweat, blood, tears. I earned every dime I get. I worked for this. I put in time. You gotta learn how not to give up or how not to give in. You gotta try. You got you. But whatever you do, you cannot give up. You cannot give in. You're the only person that can stop you. So stop talking like a victim. Stop thinking like a victim. Stop acting like a victim. And walk into your destiny. Walk into it.
Download this video and audio by becoming a member.
When you look at your dreams, when you look at your vision, and it feels so far from your reality, what keeps you going?
Life's gonna happen to you when you have a dream. You're gonna get slapped around.
And there are many times a dream will test you. How badly do you want it? That's going to happen to you.
Are you willing to pay the price? Are you? If you are, get ready for fucking war. Because guess what? When you go to attack it, the dream killers are going to come out. They're going to laugh at you. They're going to mock you. And if you can live with that internal belief that you believe in yourself and you know where you're going, you'll be it.
It's not going to be easy. It was hard laying on the floor, looking out of the window, daydreaming, saying, Les, can you do this? Can you make this happen? And something said within me, you're the one.
It starts with you.
You guys can recreate your fucking DNA right now. You want to change your bloodline? Who's going to do it? Someone else got to come, or you the fucking one? I'm the one in my family. Who's it going to be in yours?
The one person shows up in the family and says, no, I'm the hero. I'm the one. I change our family tree forever. I make my family proud of me. I change our generational wealth because I refuse to be invisible. I refuse to be a victim. Yeah, I had a difficult upbringing. Well, I'm not invisible, and well, I'm not a victim. I'm the one who doesn't quit. I'm the one who doesn't give in. I'm the one who keeps growing. I'm the one who keeps dreaming when everyone thinks I'm crazy. I'm the one. You could be the one.
Because there's something in you that tells you this is not it for you. You have not peaked here. There's more in you than you're expressing. If you challenge yourself, if you persist and persevere, if you take ownership for your life.
Somebody doubted you out there? Good. You don't say a word. Right now, what I want you to do is self-educate and study harder than ever. Literally believe in yourself, unlike you've ever believed in yourself before. And you know what? We're going to torture our haters with our success. If you go into a fight and you think you're going to lose, you're going to get knocked out. Yes, you can never doubt yourself. Never.
Once you start questioning yourself, you already lost. Once you start questioning yourself and you start thinking and wondering, once you start wondering, you already lost. Even if you don't believe, believe.
How many of you right now are a little bit comfortable? Burn that. Stay starving, not stay hungry, stay starving.
We're starving for greatness and starving for success.
One day, it ain't gonna be a dream unless you stop dreaming. You can start from nothing if you are willing to rise. I want you to climb the mountain. I don't care what the mountain is. You're not where you want to be, climb it. Whatever your goal is, you keep going till you get there. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter how much research it takes. It doesn't matter how much money it takes. Once you are focused on a particular thing, you spend all of your waking hours on a solution. You take that information and you keep going and you keep going, and you're not going to stop until you get it. Stop looking for affirmation. Stop looking for somebody to pat you on the back. And you just get up on Monday and grind, and get up on Tuesday and grind, and get up on Wednesday and grind, and get up on Thursday and grind, and get up on Friday and grind. You gotta go into warrior mode. You're gonna have to go into beast mode. You can't do nothing significant in gazelle mode. Nothing. Nothing happening in run mode, give up mode, quit mode, scared mode, fearful mode. Nothing happens. Everything happens in line mode, like I'm coming to get you. When a guy goes and rises to the top, how does he do it? Because he's made the decision here that he's going to the top. And he's unreasonable, and he's unrealistic. And you gotta get to a point where you're ready to grind. And you ready to get to the next level. Being small is, I will not stop when others stop. I will not quit when it gets hard. I will not complain. I will not worry. I will not fret. I will find a way when there is no way. I will find an opportunity when it doesn't exist. I'm telling you to dream your dream because I want you to feel it. I want you to taste it. Just like when the weather is changing, you can feel it. I want you to be able to feel when you're getting closer to it and closer to it. I need you to eat the dream. I need you to sleep the dream. I need you to talk the dream. You don't have to see it when nobody else sees it. You have to feel it when it's not tangible. If you believe it, then you cannot see it. You gotta be possessed with the dream. And every single day, you gotta wake up and put forth action. It's time to put your pieces together of your puzzle. I put mine together. Nobody helped me to get here. I had to get up. I had to go to class. I had to read. I had to study. I had to write. I understood that the dream is real, but the lifestyle is realer. Take all your energy for the dream, because you don't need it, because you don't know what's going to happen. And so life normally breaks you because when it hits you, you weren't ready. But if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. If you stay ready and you stay plugged up, when you hear bad news, it don't break you because you already energized. You remember when you first saw the vision, the first saw the dream, you was hyped up, you was talking, keep that. I don't care one day in your life, keep that energy. Why? Because when I got this energy, I attract certain things. When I got this energy, I attract certain opportunities. Some days, you're not going to feel like getting up, and the dream is going to push you. Some days, you're not going to feel like keep going, but the dream is going to push you. The way to ignite the dream is you got to shut out every single thing, and you got to believe I am the greatest. How much we the greatest? Not because I'm cocky, and I gotta tell myself I'm the best if I'm gonna be the best. I gotta believe in me before anybody else believe in me. I'm getting under every single circumstance. Keep dreaming. Keep looking at your dream. Keep focusing on your dream. Keep going after the dream. And you gotta get to a point where you are so locked in, you are so centered that you don't hear anything around you. All you hear is the dream saying, let's go. One more class, one more embarrassment, one more hour we can push. Go a little harder, put forth a little bit more energy, give me a little bit more effort. But don't give up and don't give in. All the hell you're going through in the process is preparing you to make the dream become a reality.
Write down at least 5 reasons on why you deserve your dream, on why you won't give up. What's going to make you unstoppable?
What is it that will make it worth it for you? When you want to give up, to face the rejections.
What will make you overcome enormous barriers that most people will give up on?
Because you want some different kind of results in your life, you've got to be willing to be unreasonable. Because logical, practical thinking says you can't do it today. Part of being unreasonable, you don't judge according to appearances. Part of being unreasonable, you can see it because you believe it. That's part of being unreasonable. Part of being unreasonable, you must have the faith to call forth those things that be not as though they were. That's part of being unreasonable.
You have to become undeniable.
Yes, it's hard. Yes, I'm ready for it to be hard. Don't worry. Whatever stands in my way, I'm willing to pay this price. For this breakthrough, for this talent, for this skill, for this dream. Yes, I've been knocked down. Yes, I've been devastated. But I'm back now, and I won't give up. I refuse to be denied.
If you lose today, you still win. If you win, you win. If you lose, you learn, you win. And most of you, when you don't work out the way you think it should work out, you fold, you quit, you break. And what you don't know is that those of us who are successful have learned to take a hit, get knocked down, and get back up. When you get to a point where you make a decision to be relentless, there are things that people who are relentless get that people who are not, they don't get. You go through any obstacle, you go through any test, you go through any trial, you start over and you have to, you look at it again and you have to, you reanalyze it, you have to, but relentless, you break that wall down before that wall breaks you down.
We know as we start working on it, that it's not optional, that it's necessary, that I live my dream, that I do my work, that I'm working constantly to express who I am. I'm working constantly, experimenting with life, trying to find out what my stuff is, what I'm supposed to do.
And for some of you, you stop dreaming. You dream for a week and you stop because things around you don't look good. You dream for a month.
Serbia,
and
Serbia.
you quit and you give up. You dream for a while, and when people tell you crazy, and when people tell you stupid, and when people tell you can never get done, you stop dreaming and you go back to knowledge. And everybody talk that talk. Everybody talk about going to the next level. Everybody talking about next level living. Everybody talking it into a time to pay up. And when it's time to pay, there are people who are not willing to pay. You're going to have to sacrifice some sleep to get this one. You're going to have to sacrifice some friendship to get to this one. You're going to have to sacrifice some entertainment to get to this one. And the only way you prove to yourself that you really want it, you no longer hit the snooze button. You no longer take shortcuts. You are willing to do whatever it takes to get to that milestone.
And I know that it stops here, that it's only me, that I'm the one that's got to do this. I know it's not going to be easy, it's going to be hard, but it's worth it because it's my life purpose. And once you go through that, that brings you to the next level, that it's done. Now the universe universe is lining up on your side because of your courage, because of your faith, because of your determination, because of your guts, because of your imagination, because of your relentlessness. It's done when the pressure within you is greater than the pressure outside of you.
Download this video and audio by becoming a...
Anytime you try to make a big change, anytime you go for a dream, people aren't going to believe in you. They're going to shut you down. You're not good enough. You don't have what it takes. Why are you even doing this? That's going to happen.
People aren't going to believe in you so many different times in your life. Everyone's going to doubt you at some point. It can't be you. It can't be you. There has to be a non-negotiable. That rule. I can't doubt me. I have to believe.
When you feel like giving up, don't. When you thinking about giving up, don't. When it look like you ain't gonna make it, keep going. When they tell you you can't, when they tell you you're not gonna make it, don't believe them, man. Don't believe them. You got to be relentless.
It's not over until you say it's over. I've outlasted everybody. People were more talented than me, but they didn't believe more than me. So I caught them and I beat them. If you can get the belief system down, your belief system determines your fate. Greatness is found in the extremes. You must be extreme in your belief. If you keep believing, you will win.
Look at your belief system every single day and stick with it. Don't rush the process, trust the process. Don't rush the process, trust the process. Don't rush the process, trust the process.
It's necessary to know that everybody won't see it. Everybody won't join you. Everybody won't have the vision. That you're an uncommon breed. You have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself.
When I say I'm gonna win the Nobel Prize, people say that's a big one. That's a lie. But you know why they said it? Because they can't operate on that level. So people were trying to put their limitations on you.
Oh, you're being unrealistic. You're dreaming. Yes, I am dreaming.
You can't do it. Don't put your limitations on me. I'm dead to your limitations. Your limitations don't exist in my world. Those are your limitations. Keep them. Go home. Call your homeboy and y'all talking about your limitations. I ain't got none.
Birds of a feather flock together. If you run around with losers, you will end up a loser. Get the losers out of your life.
Some of y'all hold on to people you should be holding on to. Every day you waking up thinking about it. You shouldn't be thinking about it no more. It should be dead to you. Move on and move towards your greatness. I forget those things which are behind and I press. Press past it. Stop running and trying to give it up. Press past it. It's going to hurt. Yes. Because your process is going to make you. The deeper the process, the greater the reward. Most of the time on this journey, you are going to feel like you are going to be overwhelmed. You are going to be stressed. You are going to wonder if it's the right thing. That's most of the time. Reality is it's f***ing hard. Reality is it's going to take everything you got. Whatever happens, it don't break me. My environment don't shake me. I shake my environment. From hell or high water, I'm laser focused. The difference is not the genetic code, the potential. It ain't the talent that wins championship. It's the dog. It's that fight. It's a guy that's willing to get knocked down, finally does some fortune, stand back up. The perseverance to see it through. The never say die attitude. The difference between them and the spectators is the winners have a belief that overrides the crowd's disbelief every single time. Their belief is so strong, even though they get knocked on the head. They're finally testing fortune, stand back up again, face that same challenge, learning from the previous mistakes, and make it happen. Every single bit of criticism, every single bit of negativity, every single bit of doubt, every single negative comment, every single person that says, you can't do this, you won't do this can never happen, those go into a bank on your shoulder, and it becomes this giant chip. And every time you're tired, every time you're frustrated, every time you want to quit, you remember what these people say. And winners understand that this is some of the most valuable fuel that you can ever have. So when you look around and you start feeling bad because these people are criticizing you, because these people are attacking you, because these people are doubting you, I challenge you to flip the perspective to one where you're thankful for that. Because eventually you'll become so successful, you won't have people doubting you anymore. You won't have people people criticizing you like that. You will have people that don't believe, and you wish you did. No matter what someone says, no matter who it is that says it, the only way that you can lose on this journey is by giving up. There are no failures. There's only quitting. If you let some deprecate themselves, their mind will shut their body down before their body is willing to shut down.
As soon as your brain says, I'm not can do it, your body finds a way to do it. If your mind's already there, your body will find a way to follow and get there.
When you come in here and you get it all in your head and you leave, you is like throwing up and sweating and done and exhausted. That's an yards. It's going to be every dream reality for you. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy to sign a wife. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy to grind. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. But I can tell you this. It will be worth the sacrifice if you can drive your way through it. Every single hardship, every single obstacle is going to serve you if you allow yourself to let it serve you. So what these people think, what they say, their doubts and their criticism and their bullshit and their loser mentality, put it all up here on your shoulder, and when you don't feel like it, and when you're frustrated, and when you want to quit, take the proper amount out that gets you off your ass and gets you executing. Because if you're executing day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out, over the course of time, regardless of what anybody says, no matter what, there is not a single thing that can stop you.
The journey's not easy.
Hard. It's hard to keep your spirits together.
It's hard. It's an uphill battle. It's a path less taken, not the beaten path everyone else takes. It's a path that leads to character. You gotta earn that.
But it's worth it. It's worth believing. It's worth fighting. You can do it. You can do it.
We all fall down in life. The question is who gets back up. If you constantly keep throwing shit against the wall, eventually something will stick. Never give in to what you want.
Adversity causes some cats to break and other cats to break records. It's about what you're made out of, not the circumstance. Every single one of you who is struggling right now, you need to understand this. What you're going through right now is necessary because you are forging the fucking skills. You are forging the determination. You are forging the grit. You are forging the fortitude. You are forging all the fucking things that nobody else is gaining because they're sitting on their hands and you're willing to push through. This fire you're feeling, this pressure you're feeling, this frustration you're feeling, this is what is going to make you into the weapon that will build the life that you are out to build. Character is defined on the days when you don't feel like doing what you once said you would do. When the outcome changes and it's not what we want it to be and it doesn't turn out the way we want it to turn out, do we still value the thing that we once said we value? Is our character still intact? Character's not something we inherit. In the midst of opposition, in the midst of challenges, in the midst of uncertainty, we gotta wake up every single day, we gotta fight and we gotta build it. It's about the sacrifice, the honor, the work, the commitment of what you had to go through in order to get to this moment. Being battle tested, the injuries, the blood, the sweat, the tears, everybody and everybody can't recall. The only thing you got as a man, your character, your integrity, and what you stand on. What you say, what it means to you. I'm talking every single rep. I'm talking every opportunity. If it's any feeding your spirit right now, it ain't for you. This for warriors, man. This for soldiers, man. Everybody's got your plan so you hit your mouth. So when your plan fails, when you get knocked down on the canvas, when everything falls apart in your life, what the f*** are you gonna do? There's only one motherfucking option. Stay f***ing hard.
The greatest achievement in somebody comes right after their worst defeat. When they hit rock bottom, hit the bottom of the barrel, they had nothing left. Everyone's given up on them. The bed broke on their back. They're just now left with the intestinal fortitude, the pride within. Do I want to stay on the bottom of this barrel or do I climb? God is hope. It's at that point when everything's lost and everything can be gained.
You've got to remind yourself, I know I got what it takes to do this. And it's necessary that you go at it with everything in you, pulling deep down within, challenging yourself.
And once you've had that belief that's so strong that it overrides the crowd's belief, the adversity is ending, you welcome that. Because that right there is supposed to fucking happen. Because without that kind of abuse on you, you will not become the battle-tested, proven champion that holds the title and has the value of the title. You must go through those ends. Hit rock bottom. Your worst hour of despair becomes your best as you get back up. You learn from that. And you continue to put one foot in front of the other. Because what you're going for is what you believe.
We have been conditioned to tell ourselves that our hardships are the reason that we can't be what we want to be. When in reality, the hardships that we had are actually the things that teach us the skills and the perspective we need to actually become what we want to be. If you had to choose between having a perfect upbringing and having an upbringing that was extremely hard, you should choose the one that was hard. I'm talking to you guys who still have hope, who still have the fire, who still have the want and the will and the desire to be more and become more. I'm talking to you motherfuckers. You can do this.
Some of you a beast until it's uncomfortable. You a beast when the weather is right. You a beast when coach tell you to do something that you're comfortable with. You a beast when everything is going right. But sometimes stuff start happening where it's uncomfortable. You start to break. You start to bend. You start to fold. For some of you, if it's dark outside. For some of you, if you're going through pain. For some of you, if life don't look the way you thought it should look. For some of you, if you don't get the promotion. For some of you, if you're in a hard space, you're in a hard time, you're a totally different person. I give the same effort every single time. There's some stuff you're going to have to sacrifice. Some people you're going to have to let go. Some things you're going to have to let go. Some mindsets you're going to have to let go of to get to that next level. I need effort from you. I need you to match whatever effort the enemy is putting up. Whoever your enemy is, match the doggone effort. Compete. That's what bothers me. Many of y'all are not competing. I need effort. Compete. You got to learn to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. It ain't always going to be the way you like it. It's not always going to be comfortable. The conditions ain't always going to be perfect. But if you want this, if you really want this, you got to learn to sacrifice. You got to learn to give up to go up. You have to understand that every decision you make, you live with that decision. Every effort you put forth. If you put forth an average effort, you will live an average life. If you put forth average, you'll get average out of life. You will live in what you build. E.T., why you get up so early? Because I want to build a phenomenal life. E.T., why are you in school when you don't have to be in school? I want to live a phenomenal life. E.T., why are you writing books when you don't have to write books? I want to live in a phenomenal world. You're building it. Every decision you make, you're building it. Every shortcut you take, you're destroying it. Every corner you cut, you're tearing it down. It's your life. You're going to have to live in it. I want you to change because you may not be able to get more time, and you may not be able to get more days, and you may not be able to get more opportunities, and you may not be able to get more support. But let me tell you this, the one thing you can get is more effort. If you want more and you can't seem to get more, I want you to stop crying. I want you to stop begging. I want you to stop complaining. And I want you to say, if ain't nobody else giving more, you give more. You give more effort. You give more time. You give more dedication. You give more commitment. When I put forth 120% effort, can't nobody stop me. I didn't get here off being smart. I didn't get here being talented. I got here off that dog. I got that dog. I got that grind. And whatever I put my mind to, I can do.
It's hard. It's not easy. Every day you wake up, you're going to have shit go wrong. Every day you wake up, you're going to have bad things happen. How you need to look at this as a test. Do you pass the test or do you not pass the test? When you have a bad day, there's going to be distractions. Your job is to discipline yourself to a point where these distractions don't pull you off track or you're able to manage them.
Just imagine if you met the greatest you. The greatest you, whatever that looks like for you. Just imagine if you met the greatest you. Just think how better your life would be if you would stop quitting on things when it gets hard.
All I know is that
nothing else matters other than what you did. Don't expect front row seats if you're giving nosebleed after. Everybody want to win, but everybody don't want to work. Everybody wants a reward, but everybody don't want to work. We all got to work. I got to show up and show at 120. Every time, me and you are only operating off of 50% of your greatness. You're only tapping into 60% of your greatness. And you're looking at a world that's giving you back 60% and you're upset. You should be pissed at yourself because if you're only giving 70%, then you're only getting 70%. If you're only giving 80%, you're only getting 80%. You reap what you sow.
This is the time when you have to gain control back of your mind. It's about getting up and making yourself uncomfortable. You know what you gotta do to get to paradise? You gotta fight like in hell. Paradise starts in hell. Your best life is over here. You gotta keep pushing that way. Keep going. Keep getting more uncomfortable. And listen to me. Don't complain about the hard stuff. Do what others won't. And you will suck at it, and you're gonna get made fun of in the beginning, but then you'll be laughing your way to the freaking bank, and pretty soon, all this stuff, it becomes a habit. The more you do, and the more you do, and the more you rewire your brain and say, oh, at first, yeah, this sucks. This is horrible. My God, this is a lot of stuff to do. Pretty soon, it's like, hey, you know what? Roger that. Every day, I go run, every day I go to the gym, every day I study. It's like breathing air. Because I promise you, when you put yourself in uncomfortable situations, the most personal growth comes from those times. Not the ball with greatness, you earn greatness. You have to take yourself out of your comfort zone and bury yourself in something that makes you feel so horrible that you have to see how your mind's thinking in that horrible situation and overcome it while you're in That's what makes a human being hard. You must do when you don't want to do. You have to find your best self when you're the least motivated. Your brain is like a muscle. You have to push it to a point of discomfort. All those days and nights you don't want to train, those are the days you must train. The ones that can fight, the ones that come back, those are the ones that succeed. We have a governor in our brain, and it's a survival mechanism. It protects us from pain and suffering. The second we feel that, our mind says, oh no, this isn't fun. We should back off. We should sit down, find something more comfortable. It knows what you're afraid of. It knows your insecurities. It knows your deep, dark lies. And it starts to push you away from that It pushes you in a direction that is comfortable. That's what most people try to get away from. The ugly. The ugly is doing all the stuff that people who lose aren't willing to do. How many times you hear that? Man, I'm a beast. I'm a beast. You know what? You're only a beast until it's time to do beastly things. Then you find out who the beast really is. You gotta make those phone calls. You gotta see people. You're gonna have to put up with some rejection. You gotta put yourself in an uncomfortable place. Listen to me. Do it. Put yourself in an uncomfortable place. Don't negotiate it. Don't try to navigate it in your head. Negotiation, you will lose. Stop trying to do everything the short way. Stop trying to figure out the easy way, because it ain't gonna happen. In order to get the life of convenience, you gotta have a very uncomfortable life. Because the only way that you can grow, that you can become your best, you gotta challenge yourself. You've got to venture into the unknown. Gotta put you on the line. So in order to have that sense of fulfillment, getting out of your comfort zone, as you get out of your comfort zone, you expand your whole life. The more you do, the more you realize you can do. You expand your capacity. You expand your potential. You expand your horizons. You expand your vision of yourself. You expand your participation in life. You'll get more out of life because you're putting more into life than most people. So you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful. I'm gonna tell you what people don't want to tell you. Why you suck if you're just so lazy? Your mind gets bad grades in school. There's a volume enough to be mediocre, to be average, to sit around and watch people do great things. You don't mind it. You don't care enough about yourself. When that mind gets relaxed, man, you are... Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up. Anybody who is determined to do something, who wants something to be different, it will eventually be different.
You're either going to become or you're not going to become. And it's not because of outside circumstances, it's because of the inside circumstances.
It's supposed to be hard, man. It's supposed to be grimy. It's supposed to be gritty. It's supposed to be horrible. It's supposed to be really ugly. It's supposed to be battered. It's supposed to be bruised. It's supposed to be beaten. Your mind has to touch hardship. It's how you start to create the calloused mind. This is how I'm going to grow.
Everything around you is going to change.
Gde si već?
Change the things around you. Change your mind, and everything about your bank account, your surroundings, your environment will all change.
You're going to find peace from going to war with yourself. We are in control of our mind. We believe it's the other way around. No, we put in our minds what we should do. We have to reprogram it and tell us, no, we're good. This sucks, but it's okay.
If you don't program yourself, life will program you.
Unless you get out every single motherfucking day and put in the work inch by motherfucking inch, you will never get there. You see people who do big things and you automatically say, that guy's so lucky. You don't know that. You're assuming that. Going to work every day for 20 years and grinding your ass off and then becoming a multi-millionaire, that's not luck. That's action and reaction. Quit using the word luck, quit believing in luck, and start believing in work. Start believing in results that come from your actions.
When everybody else says, no, this is not comfortable, we shouldn't do this, you say, yes, motherfucker, I want to introduce myself to it.
Download this video warning you, buddy. I remember that.
I don't know a single person who wakes up every single day and says, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait to go get my ass kicked.
It sucks to get up in the morning time. It was raining like cats and dogs. I want to get my shoes on and go run. Guess what? I got my shit on and ran. Why do you think I run? I hate doing it more than anything. It's the one thing I hate the most to do, and I do it like I love it. Why is that? Because if you can get through to doing things that you hate to do, on the other side is greatness. By me running, I am callousing my mind. I'm not training for a race. I'm training for life. So you want to get to the point in your life where all these things that you don't do, they bother you, they haunt you, they eat at you throughout the whole day. If you miss something that you were supposed to do, if you're like, you know what, it's not a big deal, I'll do it tomorrow. You're not there yet. You want to get to the point in your life where everything that you should have done and you didn't do, it bothers you.
You have to have the attitude of a fucking warrior. It is not easy. It is not for everybody. It takes more than what everybody else is trying to give, which is why nobody else has it. But if you can teach yourself to be disciplined, and you can teach yourself to not quit, you cannot lose as long as you keep going. And if you stop, if you falter, if you don't follow through, what's your life going to look like if you don't do it? What's your life going to look like if you don't fucking go out and build what the fuck you want to build? What are you going to feel like if you don't go do that? What are you going to feel like in a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, when you die? What are you going to be saying? Because I can promise you, bro, that dream ain't going away. It is your purpose. And for you to go build that, it's going to require executing when you don't fucking feel like it. It doesn't matter if I'm tired or if I don't feel like it, bro. I have to do it. Do you have the capacity to execute at a high standard when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it? Because when you don't feel like it is when everybody else quits. And that is when you widen the gap between yourself and everybody else.
Do you really want this life or not? Do you really want this or not? You can't just say you want it. It's true to say it. But when it's showtime, when the sun comes up, what separates you from everybody else is that when it's time to hunt, you're ready to hunt. If you don't give extreme effort on Monday, and then you give it on Tuesday, and then you don't give it on Wednesday, you're just taking the action, just swinging it. And you wonder why you're not getting the results you want. Because what real winners do is sharpen the axe first, and then they don't just hit the tree 1,000 times. They hit the tree 1,000 times in the same spot. You hitting it all over the place. You are losing control, and it's time to take control. No, you really don't feel like it. You really don't need to do it. You don't really need to read anything. Forget all that. That's not in the conversation. When that inner dialogue starts, you have got to shut it down and say, I'm going to do it anyway. Successful people do what they have to do, whether they feel like it or not.
I didn't feel like it. I don't give a what you felt like doing. Most people don't feel like participating or growing or changing. Most people don't. Most people don't feel like it. At 5 a.m. when my alarm goes off, I don't feel like it either. But you know what? I get up because I'm a man. Because I set the freaking example. Because I'm going to win.
It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter if you're tired. It doesn't matter if you're overwhelmed. You find out a way to overcome that challenge, you make that shit happen.
And if your brain's going, I don't know, I'm really not developing, I really don't feel like doing it, I'm really tired.
That's the thoughts. But the directive is shoes on, gym now. And those are conscious directives. The more you give yourself conscious directives, the more over time you teach yourself to override your feelings. And once you teach yourself to override your feelings, you got superpowers compared to most people. Discipline is what gets things done.
The biggest challenge that you will have in life is you.
I don't negotiate with myself. There's no discussion. This is what we want to do right now. This is a unified force. We're going to go, oh, wait, I'm not ready. Let me count to 10. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. That pattern of thinking is what destroys most people's lives and their dreams. You can settle for a life like most people have where you can create your dreams, but to do it, you need to be able to push yourself. So you need to train yourself in little ways. Going and lifting weights, and you're going to do like 10 minutes of pushing yourself, or a sprint, anything. Because when you push beyond what's comfortable, it develops this determination inside you, this sense of will that you will then use everywhere else. If you discipline yourself in one area of your life, you're going to be able to do it even more in other areas. You got momentum. When you do that regularly, you're going to have a different world.
You get to make a choice. You can choose to do what you've always done, which means you're going to have what you've always had. Or you can make a choice to show up as the new you. You can make a promise that you're going to not only wake up, you're going to get up for yourself. That you, my friend, are going to become the driver of your life. This is not about whether or not you feel like it. This is about you building the discipline because you deserve to. Because that's the kind of person that you are. Starting today, I want you to do it for yourself.
Think about how many years, months, hours, seconds you have wasted. We sleep 1/3 of our f***ing lives, and we think we can take days off. We think we have the right to sit back and give ourselves f***ing options on which way we're going to go in life. Am I going to run today? Am I going to work out today? Well, it's Christmas. It's New Year's. Do you think time gives a fuck that it's Christmas, that it's New Year's? You give yourself too many fucking options. Time is running out. You keep on sitting around wondering what the fuck you want to do. You're just going to run out of time. Stop following the fucking crowd. They may take time off, but you can't afford to.
Short-term thinking says the donut tastes good, eat it. Short-term thinking says one workout doesn't matter, I can skip it. Short-term thinking encourages you to make short-term emotional decisions that hurt you in the long run. And they definitely don't move you toward your overall strategic goals. The more short-term decisions you make, decisions that are based on that immediate gratification, decisions based on quick emotional satisfaction, the further from the path you will stray. Don't do that. Think strategic. Think long-term. You need tactical wins. You need to win battles in order to win the war. You need to get out of bed, you need to run, you need to work out, you need to read and study and practice, and you need to do things that you don't necessarily want to do.
If you do the work consistently, if you invest in yourself consistently, 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2. 2 + 2 is going to equal 4. In 10 years of motherfucking work, when everybody else is partying, making excuses, doing the cool thing on the weekend, it's going to pay off. When you want something, don't expect everybody to say, oh, you want this? Oh, great, we want to give this to you. You're such a nice person. You're doing it for your family, aren't you? Great. No, life isn't like that. But that's how people look at success. They look at it like you do a few things. I ate right for 3 days. Why am I not a fitness model? I did my tasks that I needed to do. I sent 5 emails. I called 10 people. Why am I not running a $10 million company? Because they don't understand what mastering the monotonous means. It means doing the that most people are too undisciplined to do day in and day out with perfection. Doing it better than everybody else. Doing it to the best of your ability. And most people will give up. But you've got to decide that I'm going to be relentless. I refuse to be denied. And I'm going to go all out.
Effort is isolated. The reason why effort is isolated, because nobody can dictate it. Because that's all about you. Effort is 100% in the mind. That's what wins championships. That's what wins battles.
No excuses. You're an adult now. You're not kids no more. Do it. Go fooling no girlfriend. Do it. Tired of not shining. Do it. You said you was going to do it out your mouth. You're a man now. And a man is only as good as his word, not his emotions. Your emotions don't win championships. So whatever's going to cause you not to be your best, stop it. It's going to be a fight. At some point, you got to go take the life out of it. You got to take that thing out, like, you got to take the breath out. So some of y'all are afraid of math. Go after it. Go get it. Don't run from it anymore. Go get it. You go in there and go get that grade. You go in there and get that information so you can pass that class. You got to go get it.
Push through pain enough, and there's glory on the other side of it. But you gotta get through it.
I realized I was on the right path because it stopped being easy. I'm fucking exhausted. I'm tired as but I'm not gonna complain because I asked for this. So I'm gonna smile with tired fucking eyes and realize that everything I'm doing on a daily basis is for a fucking reason.
People think there's like this outside circumstance that controls success. The success fairy flies down from the universe and taps people on the head. And I used to think like, I wonder if I'll get to be one of these successful people. And it's just the wrong way. It's just not what it is.
There's this whole thing in the world that everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to build a big company. Everybody wants a great body. Everybody wants a great relationship. Everybody wants a bunch of money. But nobody's willing to do the work on the hard days. They want to do the work on the good days. Man, I just listened to a great Instagram video. Man, I'm fired up. Yes, someone said yesterday, here we go. But what happens when 3 no's in a row? Somebody quits on you. Somebody hurts you. And you're feeling physically ill. Can you get up those days?
Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. At the center of bringing any dream into fruition is self-discipline. And self-discipline is saying, although I don't feel like doing it, I'm gonna do it like I love it. You cannot win any battle against anything in the world if you can't win the battle against your own mind.
Can you push through? Can you do what winners do? And when you do what winners do, you get what winners get. You get what Jordan gets. You get what Tiger Woods gets. There's a great story of Kobe Bryant. Tears his Achilles tendon. But they need him to make the free throw, to stay in the game, to win. They're like, Kobe, you tore your Achilles. It's okay, bro. He walks out on the court and makes 2 free throws with a torn Achilles tendon. That's why he's Kobe. That's why he was Jordan. That's why he's Tiger. That's why she was Serena. And I promise you, if you went through the lives of these people you admire, they played hurt. They found a way. They built that muscle. It's the separator.
So if you can take all the days that you feel like shit, or all the days that you're distracted, or all the days you're pissed off, you don't feel like doing it, and you make those A-plus productive days, how can you lose? The answer is you can't.
So why not have a blueprint, a mindset, a habit, a way of being that says, oh, I see what's going on here. Okay, I'm stepping up. More action. I'm coming back stronger. I'm built for this. And by the way, I know some of you listening go, I've just never been that way. That's okay. Neither were these people until they started to be that way. No one's born like that. What happens is they all hit a wall at one point and said, I'm tired of running. I'm tired of quitting. I'm tired of giving in when I'm hurt. I'm tired of backing up. I'm going to stop. At some point, Kobe Bryant said, I'm going to stop backing up. I'm going to stop making excuses. I'm going to stop quitting. I'm going to stop flinching. And I'm going to step into this.
This is a test that you need to pass. And there will be tests every day that you need to pass. And the more tests you pass, the easier it is to pass them. It's never going to go your way. It's never going to be easy. There are always going to be things that break. There are always going to be things that go wrong. And your job is to get through this, regardless of what comes your way. You know what I'd say when I got out of bed? I'm the baddest motherfucker
miracle on the planet. Doesn't matter what happens today. It doesn't matter if there's a fire or an earthquake or tornado or the heavens rain down fire and brimstone on my motherfucking face. I'm getting my shit done. And that's the difference between people who lose and people who win. They have a mentality that you are not going to fucking touch me. You are not going to throw me off track. And it doesn't matter if it takes until 3 o'clock in the morning. My list of shit gets done every day.
And that's why habits matter, rituals matter, routines matter. Because when we're down, when we're under pressure, when we're hurting, we resort to habit mode. If your habit's to get up and fight, if your habit's to get up and do it anyway, if your habit is to show up and give it your best, regardless of how you feel, then that will be your default setting. But if your habit is always meant, yeah, I gotta rest a little bit, I gotta evaluate this, then I take a breather, because that's what everybody does. But everybody's not successful.
You gotta make the decision before you get to the battle. When things get hard, you go hard. You break that thing that's in front of you. You don't let it break you.
What would you be at in your life if you didn't quit? People ask, how did you change, or how did you grow? And it's because I learned how to persevere. And the more you quit on things, the more it becomes contagious, and you quit on everything. We have no mental toughness, and we give up. We have no emotional resilience, and we give up. And I know this is not the message people want to hear, because people want to always blame other people for their life. Let me tell you something right now, it's your life. Stop blaming people. Stop pointing the finger. It's on you. At some point, you got to say, you know what? I'm not going to let my past control my future. At some point, you got to say, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. At some point, you know, you got to say, I will make the world respect my greatness. At some point, you got to do it.
When something bad comes my way, I'm thankful for it. Now I've got a chance to prove that I can freaking beat this. People don't get remembered in easy times. People get remembered in hard times.
You wake up at 5:30 in the morning, it's raining outside, you don't want to go to the gym, but you get up anyway and you go to the gym. And why? Because you believe in a higher cause. So you do that over and over again. Small steps lead to big steps. Lead to the big steps, show who you are and what you can be.
You cannot think about the whole process. You have to be able to break all these big, humongous, painful things in life down to the smallest molecule. Because that's all the brain can handle. The brain can't handle hours and hours and hours of suffering. But it can handle right now, I'm doing 1 more mile. I'm doing 1 more rep. I'm doing 60 more seconds. Don't think about the rest of it. When you're in the hell, you can't see the beauty of being in it when you're in it. Get on top of that mountaintop in your mind. And look down at what you're doing. You can see a whole different world. That world is beautiful. But you gotta get a different vantage point in the suck. Don't be in it. Spiritually, get out of it. Look down at what you're doing. Be amazed by the process of where you're at now and where you came from. We all have two people. We have the easy voice, which is that voice that we all love. That's that very comfortable voice holding you saying, it's going to be okay. Doesn't care how good you are, just loves you. Just loves you no matter how messed up you are in life. So that's that one voice. This other voice that we walk very far away from is a voice saying, hey man, you ain't doing shh. You're not working your butt off hard enough. You're not trying hard enough. Turn up this voice and listen to the truth. The truth is in this other part of your brain saying, look man, you're wasting a bunch of percentage here. We have 80 more percent that we're not tapping into because in this other 80% is suffering, pain, failure, self-doubt, darkness, and then a whole bunch of light. But to get to this light, you gotta go through all of this shit.
What kind of competitor sees the finish line slows down?
Hear what I'm trying to tell you? Close, 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 close. Why? Because the world treats you different when you close. You should f***ing quit. You should quit f***ing quitting. Any path you take to get where you want to be, if that place is worthwhile to go, it's going to be f***ing hard. So quit judging your quitting based upon how hard something is. Because every single path that you could possibly take to get somewhere where you want to be is going to be hard. Struggle, pain, frustration, those are signs that you are on the right path and making progress. Nobody that is where you want to be has gotten there without these struggles, without the bleeding, without the pain, without the depression, without the misery. Nobody. And if you want to be something great, you are going to have to learn to accept the struggle as part of the recipe.
Living off the hope factor. They hope the water's never cold. They hope the weather's good. I don't live off that hope shit. I wish the water's cold. I wish for the rain. When the end is unknown and the distance is unknown. That's when you know who the you are. You look for excuses. Look for solutions. That's what winners do. Losers are always looking for the excuse. Well, the winner looks for the solution, man. All for the energy to the dreams that can be. The reason why you're doing that, if you are, you're not working hard enough, you're not studying hard enough, you're not throwing the midnight oil every night, which prevents you from staying awake in the midnight hours later in life wondering what it could have been. You erase that through all of this. Keep paying it, guys. It's free. You don't need to shoot up for it, you don't need to snort, you sweat for it. And then when you leave here, it's an abdominal will has been nurtured. You don't think about second place. You think about first. And a legacy. And building the gap between you and every other person.
Those times when you get up early and you work hard. Those times when you stay up late and you work hard. Those times when you don't feel like working. You're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream. It's not the destination, it's the journey.
Every single day you need to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what am I willing to do to get what I want? And if the answer is whatever the I have to, you'll get there in time.
You're setting the example every single day of your life. You have to constantly owe that motherfucking machine. The machine is your mind. You gotta keep challenging it every day.
The price of regret is much heavier than the price of discipline. You never want to wake up one day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year down the road and go, man, I wish I would have listened to my gut. I wish I would have done this thing. You don't want to live in regret. If there's something you want to get done in work, your relationships, school, whatever it is, do it.
Life is one big head game. And once you learn to play the motherfucking head game, it's no longer a game anymore at all. You can start living your life.
Download this video and audio by becoming a member at benlionelscott.com. Plus, get early access to all new content and hundreds of exclusive videos.
You're gonna have days where you don't want to do anything. You're gonna have days where getting out of bed is the hardest motherfucking thing you ever did in your life.
And some of you in your life, the reason why you're not at your goal right now, because you just all on your feelings. You're all on your feelings. You don't feel like waking up. Every day you say no to your dreams, you might be pushing your dream back a whole 6 months, a whole year. That one single day, that one day you didn't get up, could have pushed your stuff back I don't know how long.
Like you do it when you feel like it. You wake up on Monday, you feel that you do it. But by Wednesday, you're like a university class. You on beast mode Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesday, Thursday, beast mode. See, that's the difference, bro. Everybody got a dream, and everybody got a goal, and everybody wants something. But some days, some people wake up and go, I don't feel like it, so they don't do nothing, and they're that much further. Some people get up and say, I ain't gotta feel it. My mama need this. I ain't gotta feel it. My brothers and sisters need this. I ain't gotta feel it. I don't feel like practicing. I don't feel like getting out of the bed. I don't feel like doing no drills. But it does not matter what I feel like doing, because this is bigger than me. This ain't about me. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. And I'm gonna take advantage of that. You are where you are because of your feelings. You're not on principles right now. That's not what drives you. You would be a millionaire right now if you stop going back to bed. Yeah, you got the mentor. Yeah, you got the book. So what? The books can't make you get your butt up. Stop getting in stuff that once you don't like it no more, you come out of it. Your stuff needs to be sacred. When something is sacred, you don't say, I don't feel like waking up. When you don't want to do it, when you don't feel like doing it, you don't get to say when you want to do it or not. Nothing wrong with your dreams. Your dreams are great. Keep your big dreams. What's the key? Consistency. Consistency is having a goal, and when you wake up that day and you don't feel like it, you still do what you told yourself you was going to do. That's all consistency is. It is the days you don't feel like doing it, but you look at your wife, you look at your kids, you look at the country, and you realize that I am where I am because of other people's sacrifice. I gotta get up and make it happen, even though I don't want to get up and make it happen.
People think commitment is just saying, yes, I'll do it. But what commitment is staying true to what you said you were going to do long after the mood that you have set it in has left.
It means when you do it, you can't get out of it.
Meaning when you don't feel like getting up in the morning, you get your butt up in the morning, you do what you said you were going to do anyway. Meaning when you don't feel like sacrificing, you get your butt up and you sacrifice anyway. Meaning when you don't feel like being dedicated to it, you stay your butt dedicated anyway because you understand what the process will go on to produce later on in your life.
Everybody say, E, how did you crack the code? I grinded my way through the code. That's how I cracked it. I got up every day at 3. Monday I grind, Tuesday I grind. I don't care what the economy is doing. I don't care who the president is. I just kept grinding. I just kept giving. I just kept going. I kept getting better. Process driven, I love it. I'm about that life. I get up every morning at 3 o'clock. When I want to get up, when I don't. When I feel like it and I don't feel like why? Because I'm process driven. I'm not feelings driven. Champions are not feeling driven. Champions don't get up when they want to. And there is a championship cornice, and you can't change that. And if we're going to be champions, process driven.
When you start to slow down, when you start to do something, you know what you're going to do? You're going to say, I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired.
Tired don't mean nothing. Tired is only in the mind. You tell yourself you're tired, you're going to be tired. I don't get tired.
You have to keep fighting. You have to wake up and do your fucking job. Even if you have to crawl through it, you've got to get up and do it. And we have to get to the point where we're willing to impose our will on certain things. Life will give in to you if it knows you're serious about whatever it is that you're trying to do. Life will give in to you.
I run my body. I will move my mind. I tell my body what it wants to eat. I work out when I want to work out. Even when I don't feel like it, I work out because it's what I want to do. It's who I am. So if you want to be successful, you got to rule yourself.
Everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got a goal. What's the plan?
Plan it out. Map it out. Think about the timing. Make your move. You got to schedule action each day, especially when it's difficult.
A calendar, a schedule doesn't have feelings. A calendar does not care if it's your birthday, if it's a holiday, if you're not feeling good, if the world's going crazy. A calendar does not care. A schedule does not care. You do it over and over and over again. It becomes a habit. What you gonna do on Monday? What you gonna do on Tuesday? What time you getting up on Saturday? What you doing on the weekend when everybody else chilling? You better grind. Just keep working. I'm not saying you can't rest, but you only rest when it's going to help you win. You're not resting because you're lazy. You're resting because you're tired. You're not quitting or giving up.
Real people who achieve what you want to achieve, they say, I'm going there, and I'm going to get there, and I'm going to get there no matter what the it takes, no matter how long it takes, no matter what I have to do. That is going to be the result. You have to decide what it is that you're going to become, and you have to dedicate everything else of your being to becoming that. There is no predestination. There is no meant to be. The meant to be is what you choose it to be.
I don't care where you come from. I don't care what your background is. Don't let nobody fool you. If you're willing to grind every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday, if you put in the work, they can't stop you.
How much longer are you going to wait? You're going to wait another 30 seconds? You're going to wait another minute? You're going to wait another hour? Maybe we'll start in a couple hours. You know what? How about I just wait till tomorrow? You're going to wait till tomorrow? You're going to wait another week? You're going to wait another month? How much longer are you going to wait?
Ain't no elevator to the top. You got to take the stairs. The elevator don't go to the top, man. Not in the world of success. You gotta take the stairs. Y'all gotta start getting gritty, man. You gotta develop some dog in you. You gotta be very intentional and deliberate. The stuff that you're dreaming about, the stuff that you want to happen, it's not gonna happen by osmosis. Like, you gotta get up and you gotta go after it. And what the enemy wants you to do is get distracted and focus on stuff you shouldn't really focus on. He wants you to stay in bed. What he would love to do is for you to waste these next 2 or 3 weeks.
People spend time waiting for when the time is going to be right. They're waiting for the pieces to fall into place. They're waiting for everything to be all set. It's not going to happen. You want to know when the time is right? The time is right now.
If you're going to be successful in life, you got to understand that there's a sense of urgency, that there are only 86,400 seconds in a day. And you got to not only operate in them, you got to do it quick. You got to do it fast. You got to do it in a hurry. Why? Because there's somebody else who's on the same track you are. Somebody else, they're on the same path that you are. There's somebody else just like you trying to do it. And sometimes they're working just as hard as you're working. They're putting in just as much sweat, just as much tears, just as much blood. But you just got to do it what? You got to do it faster than they do it. You got to do it quicker than they do it. You listen to what I'm saying? That's why I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, because if you're getting up at 6, you might be smarter than me. You hear me? You might have more privilege than me. You might have more resources than me. You might. But I'm going to get up earlier than you, and I'm going to do it quicker than you do it. I'm going to do it faster than you do it. So by the
the time you get up with all your resources, by the time you get up, I've already finished the race.
The average performer can say the same things, read the same books, have the same schedule, yet the person who is in a bigger hurry throughout the day ends up winning the day, winning the week, winning the month, winning the year, and winning the life. The present is a gift, and we need to treat it as such.
Pick up the pace. You're walking too slow. Pick up the pace. You're moving too slow. Pick up the pace. If you want to finish sometime, you can't just finish. You got to finish fast. You don't have as much time as you think you do. You master the present. You master the present. You master Monday, and then you take on Tuesday. And once you lick Tuesday, then you say Wednesday, come on. And then you take Thursday, and then you master Friday. And then you tell the weekend, bring it on. And when you get to the point where you start winning the day, then you start winning the week. And then you start winning a month. And then you start winning a year. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Start living with a sense of urgency because you're here today. You're gone today. Life is unpredictable. It's uncertain. There are no guarantees. What's the benefit of your waiting? What's the benefit of your not living your dream?
Either you're going to control your time, or your time's going to control you.
All you have to do to kill procrastination is just start. You just go. And procrastination dies. Just don't allow it. Stop it. And do what you need to do. So don't wonder how you overcome procrastination. It's easy. All you do to overcome procrastination is go. Go through the motions. Get it done. So what are you doing with your time? Are you doing something productive? Are you moving towards a goal? Making yourself better? Or are you letting time slip by? Wasted. Do what you need to do to get up. To make yourself get up and get going. And I know you just want to get 5 more minutes of sleep. Just 5 more minutes. And I'm telling you, no. Rise up and aggressively move forward down the path. Get yourself in the game. Shut down all those pathetic excuses and get after it.
If you're not consistently congruent, and if you're not consistently contributing each day, then of course you're not going to be happy with yourself. It's that lack of daily consistency that ends up hurting our own self-esteem. Because listen, everyone can show up good or happy or joyous or nice or kind or give once in a while. But those who do it on a consistent basis because they demand that of themselves every day, those are the ones who achieve true confidence, true self-esteem, a true life of greatness.
Even if you're nervous, you gotta do it anyway. Even if you're the first one in your family, you gotta do it anyway. You gotta just do it anyway. Why? Because the people that are living on purpose, the people at the top, they don't make excuses, they make a way. Like, you just gotta do that. Like, for some people, it's like, if I'm not being encouraged, I can't. No, even if you're not being encouraged, do it anyway. Even if you're not being validated, do it anyway. Like, can you just be faithful in the small things? Can you be consistent? Can you be persistent? Can you be faithful in the dark? Can you be steadfast? Can you be unmovable?
Start it. Make up in your mind that you're going to finish it. And if you can get to a point in your life where you finish everything you start, you are going to be miles ahead of everybody else.
Put yourself on the path to health, the path to happiness, the path to success, the path to freedom. And that path is the path of discipline. It is the way of discipline. Get on it and get after it. Discipline equals freedom.
You cannot stop. While you can be working, while you can be further along the road less traveled, you sitting there contemplating, like you're sitting there moaning about it. You're sitting there complaining about it. You gotta work. Get your life in your hands. Like flat out. If you gonna be a boss, take responsibility. It's time to take ownership. Take ownership of your life. Take ownership of your time. Take ownership of your day.
See, if you want to win, folks, you got to stand up and you got to say, I'm so sick and tired of being average and ordinary. I'm so sick and tired of telling myself and telling my wife and telling my mama and telling everybody I'm going to win. I found it this time. Watch my smoke.
You gotta take that thing out, like, you gotta take the breath out. So some of y'all are afraid of math. Go after it. Go get it. Don't run from it no more. Go get it. You go in there and go get that grade. You go in there and get that information so you can pass that class. You gotta go get it.
You ain't gonna going to be here forever. And if you ain't careful, you're going to get to the end of your life and still be saying that you're going to do it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. From this day forward, I want you to live in your life as tomorrow wasn't going to come. And that right here, right now, is the only time you can act. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right here, right now. Action is the only cure for procrastination. You need to do it now. Don't wait. Don't make excuses. Don't come up with reasons why you can't and focus on all the that might happen if things go wrong. Just get up, and get done. You get one shot, one. Every time you find yourself putting things off, remind yourself that there is no tomorrow. There is only today for you to act. Do it. Do it now. Act.
There are two groups of people. You got a boy, a girl, or a man, or a woman. What boys do is they point the finger at other people. That's what boys do. That's what girls do. When there's a challenge and you start pointing the finger, you'll never get to the next level. When there's conflict, I want you to look at it real plain. And I want you to say, do I throw people under the bus or do I take responsibility? But understand every time you point the finger that what you said to your dreams and goals is, I'm going to put you on hold. The minute you start pointing the finger, you lose power immediately. As soon as you start saying it's somebody else's fault, what you do is say, I'm a child, and I need somebody grown to handle this. When you say he did it and she did it, you're saying, I'm 10 years old, I need mama to come in, I need daddy to come in and fix it. It's too much for me. You gotta take ownership. I take full responsibility. And I'll do whatever it takes. I'll take ownership. I'll get up, I'll stay late. And that's why you point the finger. That's why you say he did it and she did it. Because you don't like how the pain feels. That's why you give the pain away. Because it hurt too bad to say, I did it, I take ownership. It was my fault. You weren't ready for the pain. You never look at yourself in the mirror and say, you let you die. You owe yourself. I didn't get here making excuses. No, I didn't grow up on that side of the town. No, my mama don't have no network. No, I don't know a whole lot of people. No, I'm not at a country club, but I'm still going to be successful. I'm still going to get you where they are. Why? Because I owe it to myself. And can't nobody stop me but me. The decisions you make right now is up to you. Take full ownership. Hold you accountable. And don't let you off the hook. I'm talking about you. The only person that you can actually control, you, that's who has to take ownership. I value myself enough to give 120% or don't do it.
At some point, you gotta be tired of not being number one. You have to be, and you gotta play angry. And I play angry. It's always you versus you. You gotta be the one to get up every morning, be disciplined, put in the consistent daily hard work, because that gains success. No coach, no trainer, no mentor, no boss can do it. You versus you.
The only way to get out of the mental trap is to stop thinking and actually start doing it. Because all the research shows that if we can push you to get started on something, you'll likely keep going.
It's a matter of not making a decision. Do the things you're putting off, do it. And do it right now. I know you've got other things to do it. When you make a decision to do something, you flip your brain onto the frequency that you have to be on to do it. You don't have to know how to do it. You only have to know you're going to do it.
I want you to literally just commit that you wake up and every single damn day you push yourself to take one small action forward. Every day for a week. That's it. Don't think about the biggest side. Actually start doing it.
There's always going to be a reason to wait. There's always going to be something that's inconvenient for you to work through. And there's always going to be a busy schedule. It's always going to be that way. You have to f***ing work through it. There's always going to be a reason for you to do what it takes now if you want it bad enough. The processes of success are always inconvenient in the beginning. They don't stay that way. If you stick with it, if you give it time, if you work through the inconveniences, they become habit. They're done with passive effort, passive thought. It's just something automatic. And if you can create automatic actions that are positive in your life, you're going to create automatic winning. There is not a day that I wake up that I don't feel like going back to sleep, or that I don't have anxiety about what my day is going to bring. And you know what I do? I wake up and I go handle it.
And you have to understand, if you don't execute on the plan, if you don't get up in the morning when you're feeling tired, scared, if you don't execute, you're not just cheating yourself. You're cheating your family, you're cheating your employees, you're cheating your team, whatever you're a part of.
Your biggest enemy is you. It's you against you. The only person that gets in your way is you. Nobody else. It's you.
I need you to confront you because you're the one holding you up. I need you to look in the mirror and tell you, you are not going to do me like this no more. You're not going to continue to sabotage me. You're not going to keep procrastinating. You're not. You know you should be further in life, but you keep letting you slide. Hold you accountable and don't let you off the hook.
If for 10 years, if you didn't avoid doing what you knew you needed to do, what would you be like? What would happen if you just stopped wasting the opportunities that are in front of you? You'd be 10 times more efficient, 20 times more efficient. You have no idea how efficient people get.
I want you to challenge you the last quarter of this year to do something you've never done before, to have something you've never had before. Stop waiting for something to move you and move yourself. Every day, move yourself. In the morning, move yourself. In the afternoon, move yourself. At night, move yourself. Be very intentional and very deliberate about moving yourself. You control your feelings. Don't nobody else control your feelings. So when you tell me I ain't feeling it no more, it don't got nothing to do with something external. It's something internal that you ain't pushing no more. You push you. You gotta move you every single day. If you get to a point in your day and you down and out, if you get to a point in your day and you exhausted, you get to a point in your day and you're not feeling it, you can stop right there and change the mood. Nothing controls you. You control your feelings.
Šta zašto? Pa treba sedim 3 sata jebot.
You saw something that threw you off. Well, see something that threw you back on. They're not going to give it to you. But if you're willing to get up every day and don't take it, if you're willing to get up every day and work for it, if you're willing to get up every day and grind from sun up to sundown.
And we stick in this negotiation process in our mind. You can't negotiate these things. They're definite.
If you really want to change your life, do so by learning how to be gritty. Do so by learning how to be resilient. Do so by showing up time after time after time after time, long after everybody else has lost interest in showing up, and you will get where you want to go.
Just keep pushing forward. With enough action, any goal can be achieved.
Everything that is great comes from being in a position of uncomfortable. And if you can get used to being uncomfortable, your fucking limits are non-existent.
There are no shortcuts. There are no hacks. If you want to take the easy road, I promise you, it's longer and more painful than the hard road. Choose the hard path. The path of responsibility, hard work, and sacrifice. The path of discipline, humility, and ownership that ultimately leads to freedom. It won't be easy, but you can do it. Discipline equals freedom. That's not a contradiction, it's an equation. Discipline is the path to freedom. Discipline is the driver of daily execution. Discipline defeats the infinite excuses that hold you back. Make discipline part of your daily life, and your daily life will get better.
Download this video and audio by becoming a member at benlionelscott.com. Plus, get early access to all.
There's some necessary losses in life. When you decide acting in your best interest, you're going to lose some friends. Everybody's not going to approve of you. There's some people that won't like you. Who do you think you are? You're arrogant. What do you think you can do? You think that? Come on, be real, man. Come on, get a life. You can't do that. You can't come back from that.
People who should be there to help you won't help you. In fact, they will discourage you. They will laugh at you. Here you go again. All of that's going to be a part of it.
And you are going to become independently wealthy. Right. They laugh. They're going to laugh at you. People are going to laugh at you.
In fact, if you don't have any critics right now, if you're not controversial at all, if you don't have any haters, if you don't have anybody putting you down or trying to pull you back or wondering what the heck's going on with you as you change, you're probably not doing anything great in your life. In fact, it's one of the leading indicators you're doing something.
They're only gonna talk about you if you're building something.
You're doing something right. You got some critics. You're controversial.
It just means you're making a change.
So at some point you have to decide you're okay with being misunderstood.
Crazy means that you have the ability to see things that other people can't. Anybody that's done something great, they don't think like anybody else. They can't. And the people that tell you you can't do it, you know what your response to them is? Watch me. That's all you have to say. Watch me.
It is impossible until some crazy servant has the audacity to believe that no matter what the expert or the doctor says, I can still do this.
Remember these words by Frank Sinatra. The best revenge is massive success. Become massively successful. That's how you become even.
Don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't pick it back up. There's a dream you left 2-3 years ago. Somebody told you you couldn't do it, and you internalized that foolishness. Stop listening to the haters. Shut them down. Shut them up.
They're dream stealers. It's the people around you trying to project onto you their small worldview. They're settling.
But Professor at Michigan State told me you don't think critically enough to get a PhD. You can't write a dissertation. I'm like, ooh, I get it. Where you from, people are smart. Where I'm from, we grind. You want to shut your haters up? How do you do it? You do it by being successful. You don't do it by falling into their traps, doing what they want you to do, putting your head down. You don't do it by not being successful. Let me tell you what I learned. Nothing succeeds like success. Who cares what they say? Who cares what they think? Kill the noise. Shut them down. Pick your dream back up. Pick your goals back up. And you're going to prove that everybody that tries to break you, everybody that tries to stop you, everybody that tries to kill your dream, you're going to prove all of them wrong. Just grind and let your grind speak for you. We ain't got to tell them who we are. We just keep grinding and they going to figure it out. Keep grinding. Keep working. And that other stuff will take care of itself.
Make them a believer. The only difference between steam and ice is the state of vibration. Because when you start to get criticism, it's either going to change this ice where it gets colder and colder, or it's going to turn to steam because you heat up. You got to use the criticism you're getting and the fact that you're misunderstood, and oftentimes being misunderstood by the people closest to you as fuel, as steam that heats you up to get after it, to just say, you will not steal my dream. Why are you changing? Why are you growing? Why isn't what we have good enough? Why can't you just be happy? It's not that I'm unhappy, it's that I'm addicted to the expansion of my being.
Were they right about what they said about you? You weren't going to be Or were they right? Well, maybe you have a chance to prove them wrong right now. Who's betting against you right now? I want you to see emotion in that, and I want you to get pissed off, and I want you to go prove them wrong.
You better be fucking pissed when people doubt you. You better learn how to take that pissed off energy and put it into productive action, because most people can't do that. They don't use it as a flip or a trigger or a pivot to make you go to work. Every fucking negative comment should trigger you into productive action. Every time somebody says something to you, you should go do whatever it is that is going to make them have to eat their words. You should be thinking about and recalling all this that anybody ever told you about not becoming what it is you say you're going to become. Don't give in. Don't be like everybody else. Don't give up. Don't settle because things are hard. Don't let people talk you into their life. There's no fucking nobility in being broke and insignificant. There's lots of nobility in setting an example for the rest of your family, for society, and for future generations about what success is all about. if you're fortunate enough to have a chip on your shoulder, if you're fortunate enough to have this mentality of 100-0, dominate every thing that you actually come across in life, and stop the out of everybody that says you couldn't or won't or shouldn't, don't ever lose it. Don't ever let that ship fade off. Don't ever let somebody convince you that's not a good thing, because it's a fucking great thing. Using that energy is going to propel you to success. Use your gift. Use the negativity. Use it for productive action and become stronger, become better, become faster, become smarter, become more productive. And you know what? You will build a life that says I told you so without having to say a fucking word.
When you're uncommon, have uncommon ways. Get ready for the criticism. Get ready for the opposition. Get ready for people to try and block you and conspire against you.
Anytime you try to change your stage in life, just get ready. Here comes all the misunderstanding. Here comes all the criticism. Here comes all of the people who don't understand what's going on with you.
It's lonely. You're going to feel like giving up. You will be laughed at. People will call you crazy. You will be misunderstood. You forget that that is just their opinion. And most people, their mindsets are coming from scarcity and victimhood and lack. And are you going to let the chattering voices of the cynics around you keep you from changing the world?
Sometimes the only good things you will hear about you are the things that you say to you. You have to begin to fortify yourself. You have to begin to consciously monitor your inner conversation and start talking to yourself.
I'm like, Rich, you're great. You can do this. Rich, you can handle this. Rich, this is not a big deal. You're amazing. Rich, this too shall pass. And as I started talking to myself, anxiety began to leave my body.
See, if you don't program your mind will be programmed.
What you focus on the longest becomes the strongest. If you focus on the negativity, the people who say, no, this can't work, that will become more powerful in your mind.
Take back control of your damn mind. Quit being negative. Start believing in yourself. You have to. You must develop this belief system.
Stand up for your dreams. Stand up for what you want in your life.
When you go outside of your comfort zone, when you begin to bet on you, focus on you, you'll discover parts of yourself that you don't know right now. You can live a larger life. Don't just focus on what's going on now. Don't focus on the rug being snatched out from under you. Don't focus on you've lost your job or been evicted or been foreclosed on. Focus on where you are going. Focus on keeping yourself strong.
Whatever happens to you, turn it to your advantage.
Your job every single day is the opportunity to push yourself to your limits.
It's going to be harder than you think to get to the next level. You're going to have to be more mentally tough than you realize. The people that win in life, they outwork everybody, but they are mentally tougher because they build a cocoon around themselves of the right triggers when things happen, that I'm built for this. Someone said this to me, they dismissed me, I'm going to prove them wrong. Someone was this way and mistreated me, they're going to regret that someday when I go win. You meet a family that is wealthy. Somewhere back in their lineage, generationally, they weren't. And then something happens. The one shows up. And every family, there's the one. And that one changes that family forever. In my family, I'm the one. I know my mistakes. I know how insecure I am. I know my limited intellect. But I'm the one. I'm the one who made the calls late at night. I'm the one who dealt with the heat. I'm the one that dealt with all the stress and the cancellations and the difficult times. I'm the one who lost sleep at night. I'm the one who got up early. I'm the one who carried the emotional burden of winning, just like you are. You're the one.
The people that are going to make it in the future, the people that are making it today, history is being read, but it's also being written by people with imagination. You want your stuff? It's necessary you take responsibility for it. And you make it happen, that you don't give up, that you don't take any objection or disappointment or defeats personally, that you don't decide that I can't make it because you can't teach see the light at the end of the tunnel, that you realize that's a part of the program.
Play the long game. Stay in your own lane. Stick to your ambition. Stick to your mighty mission. Protect your mindset, your heart set, your focus, and your energy. Block out the noise. Get a really clear sense of where you're going. 90 day, 180 days, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, and then stick to your knitting.
So you just work on your stuff, work on your strategy. Go at it. Get knocked down, don't worry about it. Come back again. Go back to the drawing board. Go to the huddle. I can do this, I can do this. Change this up, change it up. And leveraging relationships and trying to find out how do the people do it that went ahead of me? How do they do it? And then what is it I need to do? How is it I need to train myself, to develop myself? What's the resources that will be required in order to make it happen? As you keep on working with it, working with it, keep on doing it, as you have patience, as you continue to plan your work and work your plan, plan your work and work your plan. Don't even look up, and let me tell you what happens. You'll have a major breakthrough. Life now takes on an adventure. But if you decide to settle to be less than what you are, to enjoy less than what you know you are capable of producing, if you decide to continue to live within your comfort zone and just oh, it doesn't matter, no, your dream does matter. People with dreams live longer than people without dreams. You got a different kind of energy about you. Your dream is not optional, no, it's necessary. Not only it's possible, but it's necessary that I do something about this. Because if I don't, it's going to eat me alive. It's going to drive me crazy. No, I've got to do this. I'm willing to face the nose. I'm willing for people to laugh at me. I'm willing to cut this out. I'm willing to make this happen. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I can do it. If anybody's ever done it at any point in time in history, then what's possible for one is possible for me. And I'm going to do it.
Download this video and audio by...
Somebody in your family gonna die. Somebody in here gonna get fired. Somebody here gonna get an eviction notice. Somebody gonna get laid off. Somebody company gonna close. Somebody you love gonna break up with you. That's life. Life will test you like... How positive can you be now? That's gonna happen to you in life. But what you gonna do about it though?
Adversity introduces a man or woman to themselves.
Your character is put to the test when your back is against the wall.
The pressure in your life right now has a purpose. It's not crushing you. It's pushing what's on the inside of you out. That's when you find out what you're made of. Things are going to happen to us, and we have the opportunity to make a decision. We make a decision, and our decisions make us. If you decide to make a decision because something happened, or you ran out of money, or you didn't get the support that you thought you would get, and you stopped, then you've decided, I'm willing to settle for a life of mediocrity. But you can also make a decision, even if you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, even if no one else believes that you can do it, even if the odds are stacked against you, even if your chances of survival are slim to none, that you are not going to quit, that you're going to continue to move forward, that you're going to find a way to win. You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. And you're strong.
Every human has what it takes to get past whatever they're going through. If they decide to. You can get through this. Because you're bigger than this. You're tougher than this. And when you get to the other side, you're going to be better. You're going to be bigger. You're going to be bolder. You just got to work a little harder. You just got to press a little deeper. And I know you can beat it. And I know you have what it takes. I know you have that warrior inside. When you like that lion, when they're tired, when they're frustrated, when they're ready to give up, when they spent their last dime, that's when they get started. That's when it's showtime. We turn tragedy into triumph. That's what lions do. Lions don't cry. Lions don't give up. Lions don't quit. Lions hunt. That's what we do for a living. You will lose the fight if you get too emotional. Because when you're
not be in control of you, then you're standing up for your life.
Quit waking up thinking you ain't got no say-so in your life. You have a choice in this matter. You can't stop what happened to you, but you can doggone sure do something about what happened to you. Life is 10% what happened to you, is 90% what you do about it. You can grind your way through it, or you can grind your way through it. If you can grind your way through that hell, I'm telling you, it's gonna come to pass. I can stay down, or I can get my ass up, and I'm in the getting up business. I made up in my mind. I will not go through this pain and not get a reward for it. I will not surrender. I will outlast every trial and every tribulation that comes in my life. It's not how smart you are. It's not how strong you are. It's how much you can outlast up. And in the midst of hell, and in the midst of trials, and in the midst of tribulations, I shall rise. Sometimes I fall short, sometimes I struggle, sometimes I'm not my best, but I tell you one thing, I will not fold, I will not quit, I will not surrender to anything in this world. I'm gonna keep going until I tap out. I have no choice. I will not complain. I will not worry. I will find a way when there is no way. I will make a door when there is no door. I will create finance when there is no finance. I will find an opportunity when it doesn't exist. You've got to learn how to become resourceful. You've got to learn how to become creative. There's a way that you can begin to handle this. There's a way out here somewhere. There's a solution. Where there's a will, there's a way for me to begin to create a way out of no way. Take the initiative, learn something new, and just make up your mind and expect things to get better for you. If you can just keep hope alive, you can make it. What would your future be like if you decided to want that which you desire so strongly that it prepares you past your fears, that you experience the fear and do it anyway? What would your life be like? Start working and developing yourself now and prepare yourself for what it is that you want, because you expect to get it. We need to have a mindset that no matter what the challenges are, we will not be worn down. We will not quit. We will not surrender. We will not give up. We are stronger than every problem, and we have a solution for it. I will not be defeated because I know what my desires are, and I know what I deserve. The difference between the weak and the strong is that when the strong have no more left, they fight the weak. When they have no more left, they quit, they give up, and there's nothing weak about you. You certainly can make it. But you can't make it by just sticking a dream on your refrigerator. You gotta back it up. You gotta back it up with your action. You gotta back it up with your attitude. You gotta back it up with your energy. You gotta back it up with your passion. You gotta back it up with your life. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You will break that thing that's coming up against you.
This is for somebody who's going through the fire right now, but you still believe. Who's fighting through blood, sweat, and tears, but you still believe. You gotta make a declaration inside of yourself. I'm better than this. I'm stronger than this. I will survive this.
Who on this earth would still be going right now? You are. You are. Some things are gonna happen that are not in your control. You're gonna get knocked around. Don't let your environment make you weak.
You got to get to the point in your life where you say, I have had it. I'm not going to live like this anymore. No, there's got to be more for me.
I got tired of losing. I got tired of coming up short. I got tired of eating out of trash cans. I got tired of watching everybody else graduate. I got tired.
Do I just sit there and settle? No, I don't. I say enough's enough, man, and I'm going to make a change. I'm going to keep going until I get it. You chase something that you believe you deserve until you get it. And it doesn't matter what happens to you. It doesn't matter how many times you get fired. It doesn't matter how many people don't believe in you. You just go until you get it.
You gotta believe this for yourself. You gotta believe I can do this. I was created for this. I was called for this. I was curved for this. I was shaped for this. I was meant for this. Wouldn't it be amazing if you believe that? Wouldn't you sleep good tonight if you believe that? Wouldn't you walk around with your head up and your back straight if you believe that? You wouldn't be intimidated by anybody
if you just believe that. Say it and actually mean it. Look in the mirror every fucking day and say, yeah, I'm proud of you. I believe in you. You can do anything you want. You are powerful. You say if it's hard, then do it hard. I won't allow this to stop me. I don't have the option of easy. I don't think you do or any of us do. No, no, no. All you need to do to get out in the arena of life is to say, it's possible. In spite of the no's, because maybe this next call might do it. It's possible. This next job interview, this might be one. I don't care what it is. I don't care how many times you've had to cry yourself to sleep. I don't care how difficult it is. Don't you dare give up now. Because whatever is over you defines you. And whatever defines you limits you. You better put some strength in your back, plant your feet, square your shoulders, and stand up to it. Don't you dare sit down. Don't you dare crumble under the weight of it. Don't you dare give in because of the nature of it. Don't you dare go home and raise the white flag of surrender. This is not your season to die. This is not your season to quit. There's joy, there's peace, there's breakthrough, but you'll never see it if you don't stand up to it. And when that thing tells you to quit, you look at it in his eye and say, I ain't going nowhere. I will break you before you break me. I will break you. You will not defeat me. You will not destroy me. You can't take me. You will not break me. Sometimes in life, you have to hit back. Allow your pain to push you to greatness. I've been ruined so much. I've been defeated so much. I've been disappointed so much in my life that I know what it feels like. I can handle it. You have to resolve yourself today that you're going to win, that you're going to dominate, that you're not average and ordinary. There has to become a point where you make a decision. We're going to dominate. We're here to win. We are not here to play. And that takes some intestinal fortitude. It takes a decision. I'm not on that because I just flat decided at some point I get to choose who I am. The world doesn't tell me who I am. And in every family, there's a the one that eventually shows up in a family. They rise up and changes the whole family forever. I'm the damn one. And in your family, you could be the one. It's you. You got to make it your personal business to make it happen. And you got to resolve within yourself that I'm the one. I'm the one to make this happen. I'm the one to become successful in this business. But you know it's going to be hard, but find out what will make it worth it for you. Don't cry to give up. Cry to keep going. Go get your doggone stuff. And don't let nobody tell you no. Don't run from the chaos. Stand still and let the chaos run from you.
Download this video and audio by becoming a member at benlionelscott.com.
At the end of the day, you have the results that you're after or the reasons why you don't. You can have one or the other.
Reasons or results? Notice, reasons don't count. Excuses will always be there for you. Opportunity won't.
Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up.
You got every excuse in the world. That's why your shit ain't moving. You have convinced yourself that everything is wrong, everything is negative, and nothing will change. And guess what? It won't change. Change your mind, and it will change your life.
Rejections don't stop you. Failures don't stop you. Critics don't stop you. You stop you. The only limit you have is you.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Wake your ass up. Awaken the beast inside.
The real beasts, they don't give a fuck about what's happening around them. They just get the work done. These people don't go tell people how hard they train. They train in the fucking dark. These people live in darkness. You guys don't even see their fucking grind. So a lot of times people want to be those people. You don't want to be those fucking people. You have no idea what they went through. You have no idea. Winners and leaders do consistently what the others do occasionally.
A real man in the dark, when nobody's watching, he couldn't even work.
You gotta have private wins. You gotta win in the dark before you can win in the light. I don't care what people think about me in the light. I am grinding in the dark. I'm working on the actions of it. I'm working on my character. I'm fixing stuff about me that needs to be fixed. That's next level. That's saying, although I'm already great at what I do, I'm ready to dig deeper. I'm ready to make another sacrifice. I'm ready to go somewhere everybody else ain't ready to go. Everybody wants
wants to be a beast, everybody gets excited. Everybody talks positive about themselves. Everybody talks like you're a beast. But then when it's time to do what beasts do, you back up. You have an excuse. You can't just say you want it. It's cute to say it. But when it's showtime, when the sun comes up, now it's time to hunt. And what separates you from everybody else is that when it's time to hunt, you're ready to hunt. That means getting up early, going to bed late. That means you don't go to sleep when you're tired. You go when you're done. You become a champion when ain't nobody watching you. You're doing your own drills in your own way. Set the standard, then raise the standard, then uphold the standard every single day. Now, some of you are like, that's too much. Well, you're not going to be a champion.
I don't feel like it. Shut your mouth. Winners live where quitters aren't. You want to know where the winners are? They're just playing where the quitters left.
You think you're going to get 50%? You think you're going to get 70%? You think you're going to get 80? I watch y'all. Y'all good. You're real good at what you do. But some of you don't finish. You need to be great. The real beast, this is the last 4 minutes. The real beast is when their legs give out. The real beast when they tired. The real beast find a way to pull something out when nobody else ain't got nothing.
You have to be relentless. Never let off the gas. Never stop, never quit. And all of this that you could ever want to do for your family, your kids, your loved ones, it's all going to be on a whole nother stratosphere. Of course it's going to get hard. Of course there's all kind of stuff that can with your focus. But you got to stick that shit out, man.
Get your ass back up and keep going. There's another level to this thing. And there's going to be moments when you get uninspired and discouraged. You're going to feel like, why am I here? Why did I do this? What the man, all my friends and my family and my loved ones is laughing at me. You're supposed to feel discouraged sometimes because life is going to put you to the test. Trying to see how bad do you want it.
It's going to test your will and your heart and your mindset. It's a game of will, it's a game of mindset.
It's going to only build character and make you a stronger individual. Do you have what it takes? Because for everybody that's motivated and inspired, we're going to get out here and we're going to go get it. And we're going to look at you and we're going to say, look, don't be hating on me when you sat your ass at home complaining about everything in sight. And I got off my ass and I did the work.
Every single thing in your life that's hard, run to it. That looks hard. Good. Go get in it. Test yourself. This is an opportunity for me to grow. I'm here because I want to grow.
I have to take complete ownership. So internally, I had to look at all the things that I didn't have control over and say, I gotta have control of it. Every single thing in my life, I gotta take control. And we gotta be uncomfortable, let's be uncomfortable. Every single aspect of your life, take control. You're not a victim, take control of your life.
Don't give me fucking excuses about you can't control. Shut your mouth. You don't fucking want to. You don't want to. You're getting civilized, you're getting soft. Whatever you put into something's whatever you get out of it. But some of you think something gets better by bitching and whining and complaining and feeling like a little victim. So as I'm talking to you, you can make excuses or you can become a fucking winner. What's y'all's favorite movie? The movie where it starts out where some rich kid gets a bunch of money from his dad, spends a whole bunch of money, the whole movie goes by, he buys whatever he wants, he never has a problem, and then the movie ends? Or is it a movie like Rocky, where he was the underdog? Nobody thought he was going to make it. He had everything going against him. And the underdog, the David, smashed the Goliath because they believed in themselves, because they did the work, because they told themselves who they were, and they didn't give up and they had hope. Those are their favorite stories. The stories that start out with the dude living in his car, and he's a drug addict, but then pulls himself out and ends up changing the whole country.
You want to? You make up your mind. And yes, it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, and you get more no's than you do yes. But when you hold on, things will begin to happen. You won't even understand how.
I need you to decide today, without anyone else around, who are you going to be, what is the plan going to be, and what's life going to look like from now on. And you're going to attack.
I get sick and tired of people telling me how bad they want it, yet their actions don't back up that statement.
Having esteem for yourself only occurs when you put yourself on the line and you do something that's incredibly difficult on a regular basis. That's where pride comes from, something that's earned.
So there are people who want stuff, but you kind of want it. Are you interested or are you obsessed?
Obsession is wanting something so bad that I go to bed with, I wake up to it, I make whatever sacrifice, I grind, I can't live without it. A lot of people, they wish, and they're not willing to work. I love the process. I love the thought of working for what I want. And I firmly believe you're never supposed to wish for it more than you're willing to work for.
Winners aren't made on a stage or in the arena. They're won in the thousands of hours in the training room, the study sessions, the 5 a.m. runs, in the rain, when everyone else is sleeping. That's when it's won.
I'm here today. I'm an ordinary person, but I focused on my craft. I had burning desire to be excellent. I love what I do. It's my oxygen. It's my DNA. 4 in the morning I get up and I'm working my craft because I love it. It's the hidden work. I look at it as like a rock, and a rock is you. And every day you fight not wanting to get up, and you do anyway. You chip another piece off that fucking rock. And every day you go to train, you train harder and harder and harder and harder. And you get up early, and all these things you do, you start forming yourself. You're chipping another piece of that rock up. Before you know it, that rock, it becomes the masterpiece in which you fucking created.
The only way to succeed is to pay full price. It takes blood, sweat, tears. There's no fucking shortcuts. Stop looking for them. If you want it, you gotta work for it. You gotta go earn it. I dare you trying to shortcut success. It's not going to happen. You can't go around it. You can't go under it. You can't go over it. The only way you can get to it is through it. I'm talking about the commitment that says, I am going to stay true to what I said I would do long after the mood that I said it in has left.
Hold yourself responsible for a higher standard than anybody else expects of you. Never excuse yourself.
It just takes one more push-up, one more mile, one more grade, one more bit of effort, one extra little thing to get you where you're trying to go. You gotta begin with the end in mind, so whatever your dream or your goal is, you gotta wake up every day to it. You gotta go to bed with it. You gotta read stuff, the music you listen to, everything you do gotta pour into that dream.
When you dedicate your life, you don't care anything about the odds. When the dream is big enough, the odds don't matter.
Giving your all, it can be confusing to mediocre people.
I don't understand why you gotta work so hard. You don't have to. I'm doing this for me, because I'm going for greatness.
Instead of killing them with kindness, towards your success.
Keep your dreams phenomenal. Keep your vision phenomenal. And now I need you to get your weight up. I need you to get your schedule up. I need you to get your life up. I need you to get your action up. I need you to get to a place that every single thing that you do is phenomenal so that the life you want to live, you can actually live that life.
While most people stop when they're tired, I stop when I'm done. The only thing limiting your horizons is you.
Download this video and audio by becoming a member at BenLive.
There's times in our lives that life just keeps hitting you. You know, every time you sort of get your head above the water, here comes another set of waves to pummel you. You're laying on the mat, gasping, and you don't know what you're going to do. You didn't see it coming.
When everything says quit, what keeps you going?
When life staggers you, while you're in it, you don't understand. You scream. You say, why did it happen to me? You become angry and defiant and feel sorry for yourself.
That's going to happen to you. In time of adversity, you don't have an obstacle to deal with. You have a choice to make. Are you going to give up or get up?
It really doesn't matter what has happened to you. What are you going to do about it? That's all that matters. I can become upset, nervous, tense about it, weak about it, or I can say, it's okay. You gotta make it okay.
Skill can't get you past certain things. Quickness, agility can't get you. You gotta have mental toughness.
That heart, that passion, that drive, that willingness to never give up, even though we are facing insurmountable odds. The question is, can you take another step? And that answer is always yes.
And if you're going through a major challenge right now, the harder the challenge, the greater the growth. If you've got real hard challenges, the universe has respect for you.
The place that is dark, that is lonely, and sometimes where the pressure of life is on you, that's the place that is making you.
We need defeat. I've had my greatest ideas in my darkest nights. My greatest moments didn't come from my greatest moments. My greatest moments came from my greatest defeats. Because it was during my defeat that I had to find a way to get back up.
If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But no matter what, keep moving.
I don't need you thinking about it no more. You're doing too much thinking. You're analyzing too much. I just need you to keep moving. I need you to make up in your mind that the only way that you can lose is if you quit. I just need you to keep going. You closer than what you think. You close. Hold on. You close. You about to drop out. You're going too far now. Hold on. You 3 kids in. You can't quit now. Hold on. But this is my 6th time taking it. You're going to pass on the 7th. Hold on. You ought to get excited. You can shoot it in the distance. You close, boo, don't give up now. You close, my brother, hold on. But you better get something from all that hell you've been through. You will survive. You gonna get through it. When I get to my darkest moments, when I'm going through my go-through, when everything in the tank is gone, when I'm broke emotionally, when I'm broke mentally, when I'm broke physically, when I'm broke and I ain't got no more, you gotta make a decision at that point. I'm not going to let you go until you bless me. Meanwhile, we gonna do this thing all night long. You will quit before I quit. You'll give up before I give up. I will not surrender. And when that thing tells you to quit, you look at it in his eye and say, I ain't going nowhere. I will break you before you break me. You will not defeat me. You will not destroy me. And when you get to success, it's not about skill. When you get to a certain level of success, it's about stamina. It's about you won't break me. You can't take me. Because I've been broken so much. I've been defeated so much. I've been disappointed so much in my life that I know what it feels like. I can handle it. I've fought too long. I've fought too hard. I'm unbreakable now. Once you get to that point, you cannot be broken anymore. Tough times never last, but tough people do. And you are tough. You're made of some special stuff. I'm gonna get you eventually. I'm a dripping damn faucet. I just keep coming at you. I think I'm knocked out, I just keep coming. I'm too damn tough to give up. We may be knocked down, but we're never knocked out. You're too close to quit now.
Don't stop now. Don't quit now. Cry if you gotta cry. Hurt if you gotta hurt. But don't you stop.
You can't stop because you're tired.
You can't stop because you got your feelings hurt. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. You're gonna make it. You're gonna do it. You got an unstoppable fire. Come on, take another lap. Don't you stop. Don't stop walking.
Maybe you've been knocked down in your life and it seems like, hey, the fight is over. It is not over unless you quit.
Hold on. Don't you surrender now. Don't you quit now. Pain is not permanent. Pain is temporary.
If you make the decision to get it one more time, I'm telling you, you will win the fight.
What does it take to be successful? Can I be real with you? You can go to any bookstore and get what it takes to be successful. You can get that. You can go to any bookstore. Somebody wrote about it. That breaks it down real plain. The challenge is, what does it take? The challenge is, do you have a heart to do what it tells you to do? What makes a man get up at 3 o'clock in the morning versus a man that gets up just in time to go to work? It's not that the guy that has to be to work at 7 o'clock who gets up at 6:30 to be somewhere at 7. It's not that he doesn't know that if he gets up at 5 o'clock, he could probably be better. The problem is he don't have a heart to get up early. He don't have the discipline to get up early. It's not the knowledge that he lacks. It's the hearts. And you can't go buy that at Walmart. You can't buy discipline. You can't buy drive. You can't buy effort either.
And every one of you right now, you can make a decision. How does your day start? What are you going to think all day long? By the way, what you think about is what happens. And most people, they start their day, and the first person they run into, how that person operates, is how their day goes. I've set the tone for my day. Nobody's going to f with my day. You can't. You can't f with me. I've got the blueprint.
The key to your entire existence and becoming who it is that you want to become is going to come down to your commitment
to become a mentally harder, more disciplined individual.
Go in the mirror, take a good look at yourself, and say, what's my discipline blade? How sharp is my discipline blade right now? When you walk by the mirror, you go, that's a bad motherfucker right there. That's a bad motherfucker. You say that? Think tonight when you're looking in the mirror.
You have to conduct yourself, behave yourself into your highest self. It's not good enough to just imagine your highest self. It's challenge yourself to conduct yourself that way. And enough time, over and over, with enough habit and force and will and consistency, that character starts to be shaped and forged like a great sword. And suddenly you hammer that thing down over and over. Suddenly your character is then molded into what you wanted it to be. No change ever feels easy. It is always hard. So you gotta learn to take control of your mind during this.
Whatever you're doing, you're out running 10, 15 miles and you get tired. You think you're gonna die? No, you tell everybody to shut the fuck up. We're leaning down. Now I'm calling the shots. We're gonna get in shape. We're going in the fire. Do not pull yourself out. I want to tell you what cowards do. They pull themselves out of the fire too early. Gold and silver is refined in fire and it burns the blemishes off it to make it perfect. But if you pull the gold and silver out of the fire too early, it ruins it.
Very few of us have the courage to fight on what we really want. We sit back, we complain, we moan. What am I training for? Why am I having such a structured life? You're done. And this is my thought process. So you want to be normal. You just want to be like everybody else that roams the world, not knowing the power that's in them. Being fine with being mediocre. You want to go back to who you were, huh, David? Like that, man.
No compromise, no exceptions, ever.
You get hard by learning to love the things that are hard to do. Because that's the stuff that'll make you a better, capable, and confident person. So don't run away from the difficulties like most people do. Step toward it. Embrace the pain. Embrace the struggle. The bigger the battle, the greater the growth. Stay in the fight. Stay in the war. Stay in the battle. You have to go to a different focus. You have to go to a place of fear, of suffering, of pain, of doubt. And that's when your mind opens up. You give your mind no way out, and it will find a fucking way through it.
It doesn't matter if things get harder. I have to get tougher. I declare war now. You thought I was going hard before. I'm about to go harder than I've ever gone before. And for some of you, nothing is sacred for you. There's certain things you'll never have when you start. And you wonder why everybody's getting blessed and I'm not. Because you don't understand covenant. It means when you do it, you can't get out of it.
I want you to think about it. Is this all of you? Do you have more to give? Could you go 10 times more than you are right now? But how's that going to happen? The warrior mentality.
It means that you follow through on what you say you're going to do, regardless of what the circumstances are. These test days, these are the days that test your qualities. They test who you think you are. They test your fortitude, your endurance, your discipline, your grit, your dedication. Your character is in question on these days. At the very moment when everything in you wants to do absolutely nothing, you gotta get the job done. Your potential is actually limitless, but unless you develop the skill set of mental toughness, unless you develop the ability to adhere, unless you develop the skill of discipline, fortitude, belief, perseverance, you will never do any of those things. Our dreams, our desires, our goals is on the other side of the skill set of discipline. All the people that you witness, all the people that you look at, all the people that you wish you were like have the skill of mental toughness and discipline. They are able to execute when they don't feel like it. They are able to do the things they need to do when it is the last thing that they want to do. This is the magic you are missing. This is the skill you are missing. And once you develop it, you become unstoppable.
There's a kind of instinct that you need to be on the lookout for. And this one is a liar. This one is a saboteur. This one is a backbiter. This is the instinct that says, you've given it your best shot. You can stand down. You can back off. You can rest now. Do not Listen to that instinct. That's the instinct you need to fight. You need to push back. You need to tell it to shut up because you're busy listening to discipline, listening to the weight room, listening to pull-up bar, telling you to get up and go get some. And the truth is, if you don't punish yourself, it's never going to happen. You have to give something up to go up. What do you give up? Do you not watch TV? Do you not go out every Friday? Do you start working an hour longer? Do you get up half an hour earlier? You got to stop playing with your life. You got to get serious about getting your shit together.
And for most of you, what happens is, when everything is favorable, you a beast. You execute. You get it done. But when the conditions ain't right, you throw in the towel. You don't even try.
You gotta grow up. It's not always gonna be easy. It's not always gonna be sunshine and rainbows. You're gonna have to deal with dark and stormy days when nothing's going right.
And for you to start winning, you gotta be a morning person, afternoon person, night person. You gotta be when you feel good person, when you're sick person, when you're tired person.
You don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done. The people who constantly execute will always have more than those who only do it when they feel like it.
Greatness is in you. But the problem is somebody's gotta push you. You don't push yourself. You're not self-disciplined. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm looking at the clock at 5 a.m. And I'm saying to myself, technically, I can go back to sleep. I don't have to get up till 5:15. But if I go back to sleep, I might not wake up till 5:30. I might not wake up till 6. And if I wake up at 6 for an extra 60 minutes of sleep, I might be pushing my goals back a week, a month, an entire year by sleeping for 1 hour because I missed an opportunity that was available. Don't let yourself off the hook like that. Hold yourself to a higher standard. You have to take control of you.
You are in charge of the decisions you make. How far you go, how much money you make, how skilled you become, how mentally tough you become, how physically fit you become. Nobody controls you but you.
What do you do when somebody's not there watching you? What do you do when you have to either do what it is you know you're supposed to do, or you get to take the day off because no one's gonna know the difference? Because it's really easy for anybody to come to work on the days they feel like getting after it and getting after it. But what happens on the days that you don't feel like doing it? What happens on the days that you don't feel like getting out of bed? Because those are the days that are going to define where you end up in your life.
Download this video and
If you keep making the same kind of decisions you're making today, where are you going to be in a year? In 5 years? In 10 years? Are you going to be closer or further away from your goals? If you are not paying attention to what you're doing each day, if you're not fully aware of where you're putting your time, energy, and effort, you will be pulled off course and slide down the path of least resistance.
If I don't finally get my focus in check, if I keep wandering around distracted, if I keep looking at every new thing that pops up, if I keep trying every single new opportunity, if I keep saying yes to everything, if I keep listening to everybody's complaints, if I keep doing whatever they ask me to do, at some point, one day you'll wake up and say, I don't feel like I've accomplished what's meaningful to me. You'll lose your life.
You cannot allow that to happen. You have to take control. You have to focus your thinking every single day.
Focus is driving everything in your life. You got to get it back. Do you know when a horse, a thoroughbred, runs in a race? Those horses are worth millions of dollars. They have a $15 piece of equipment that they put on their eyes to allow the peripheral vision to be cut off so that they can be concentrated on their lane and the finish line.
If they don't put the blinders on the horse, he's not gonna go straight.
And I came to tell you today, some of us need to put on blinders.
Put the blinders on. Put the do not disturb on. Put the low volume on. I'm not listening to that. I'm not doing that. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You have the gifts, the talents. You got what it takes. The problem, though, is you're feeding the wrong thing.
We need to stop looking at what this person's doing, what my friend is doing, what my coworkers are doing, what my neighbor is doing. And I need to stay focused on my lane.
They say, oh, hey, did you see what the other company is doing? I don't care. I don't care. We're going to outwork them. We're going to outbelieve them. We're going to outsell them. We're going to outclose them. We're going to outpair them. You can only work so many hours. Can you work 24? No. So if you can't work any more hours, you have to get better.
The separator is time on task. What amount of the day are you actually making progress? What amount of the day is being used to push you further towards success?
When you see Michael Jordan play, you can see, like, I don't care about nobody. I'm locked in. All I want to do is win championships. When we get to that point in our business, it's going to be different.
When we get to the place where we stop doing what we feel like and we start acting with a level of conviction that says it does not matter what my senses are feeling right now. I'm made up in my mind. I will stay locked in for as long as it takes to get the job done.
Everybody wants your time, everybody wants your attention, everybody's trying to drag you into their little world. But what does that have to do with your world? Don't feed it and don't contribute to it. How you deal with distractions tells you who you are. If the first thing you do when you wake up is reach for your phone, your notifications, your messages, you've decided I'm a responder and a reactor in my life. But if you can say, no, I'm not doing that right now. I'm locked in on this project. I'm locked in on my work routine, my fitness regime. And you can take that delayed gratification, that choice by itself gives you real control. The world doesn't get to dictate what happens. I do. But you've got to get back all that time. Do an audit of everywhere that your time is going and take it all back. Then from that standpoint of having taken back your time, then reallocate that onto figure out who you are, what you're amazing at, or what you could be amazing at. Then take that time, sharpen the sword, sharpen the sword, sharpen the sword, so you're incredible at it. You've got to be at a standpoint that in your mind, whatever that vision that you have is in your head, you make that real. And a big idea you take is that I actually do it. Not I talk about doing it, like I talk about it, then I think about it, and then I watch a video on it, like where's the actual money? And then start backwards engineering how to get it. Make a choice to be at your best.
Execution is worship. I don't make the big bucks because I talk. I make the big bucks because I execute. Inside, you actually putting your dreams into that GPS system. And then when you come out, you're going to get started. You know what your first step is. You know what your second step is. You know what your third step is. Listen to me. Now you have a frame by which you can measure. You can know how far you gone, how much further you have to go. Who do you need to embrace? Who do you need to hang around? What friends do you need to let go of? What people are not helping you to make your dreams become a reality? All of a sudden, you know what resources you need. You know where you need to go, when you need to go. You know what TV programs you need to cut off. You know what books you begin to read. You're active. You're taking notes. When you're in there dreaming, you're taking notes. You're writing stuff down. You're evaluating. You're analyzing. You're taking a step closer to it. It's a day by day process. Keep your composure. All the great ones in life, one thing they have is composure. No matter what people do at them, hate, negativity, gossip, drama, rumors, they stay focused on where they were trying to go. They stay focused on their goals. Stay focused on their dreams. Stay focused on their purpose. Nothing can stop them from moving forward. I've been fired from some jobs. High as a tiger, I stayed focused. I've been talked about by some people. High as a tiger, focus. I'm going through my own personal trials and tribulations. High as a tiger, focus. You gotta learn to feel the noise. Who cares what they say? Dominance. Who cares what they think? Dominance. Dominate your space. Dominate your lane. What I do that most people don't do, I got one thing, I'm locked in on that one thing, and I stay focused on it. And I make adjustments. I improve. I get better at it. Week after week. I don't f with anybody. I don't go anywhere. I don't talk to anybody.
Anything other than where I'm trying to get to, I can't be bothered.
I'm not going to let no phone call distract me. I'm not going to let no circumstance or situation distract me. I'm going to stop getting distracted by all this stuff. I
reality, not the circumstances, not the situations.
I'm focused. I have a prize that's in front of me. No, I don't do that. I don't drink that. I don't go there with these people. I know what I'm supposed to do, and that ain't it. I have to stay right here.
I choose where I'm going. This is my mind. These are my thoughts, and I will use my thinking to make the rest of my life the best of my life. If you want to dominate in the area, you gotta let everything go but that thing you're pursuing. You can't chase two rabbits and catch both of them. So you put your attention on one and go after it. Sacrifice leads and gains follow. Don't look for any gains where there's been no sacrifice. Don't wake up and look for no gain. Don't look for your game to improve. Don't look for the record to improve. Without sacrifice, there are no gains. Champions do not complain. Why? Because they're focusing on what they say they wanted to do as a goal.
You're gonna need to cut some fat if you want life to change. If you want to show me you want to win that bad, pack your calendar. Because everything is based off of activity. Very few people want to show their calendar. Because if they did, you would realize who really wants to win that and who doesn't. It's mathematically impossible for you not to win at the highest level if your calendar is packed from day till night, every single day, the entire year, day after day after day after day after day, without you winning.
It isn't practicing. It isn't eating right. It isn't making good decisions that you look a certain way. It is the process of the grind that shapes you and forms you. It's not the game. And that's why most of y'all get beat in the game, because you think grinding is what happens when the sun comes out. You think grinding is what happens when the lights come on. You think grinding is what happens when people get in the stage. That's not grind. The real grind is in the dark when nobody sees you. When nobody knows what you're doing. When you put in those extra reps. It's the process that makes you sweet. Champions are focused on the goal. They don't got time to be doing stuff that's not going to help them toward the goal. So all the little stuff you're talking about, all the little social media, cut it off. Cut it off. Do what you're supposed to do. You ain't no boy no more. Get off social media. It's killing you. Get off of it. Stop Netflix. Who you watching? Watch you. Cut the TV off. It's going to be there. You got a job to do. That's what you're getting paid for. Have some pride. Cut off the TV, son. Cut that doggone football game off. It ain't doing enough for you. They making millions, you not. More stuff comes to you when you execute, son. And the problem with some of y'all is you want somebody else to support your dream. It's yours. I don't want you to die. It's your dream. If you want it to happen, get your butt up and make it happen. If you want it to happen, rise and grind. Because this is my time. This is my moment. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow. We only got today. Now, I ain't putting my dream on nobody else, and I don't care what nobody think about my doggone dream. It's your dream. Nobody's going to see it like you do it. Nobody's going to be as dedicated to it as you are. It's your dream, and they don't have to understand, and they don't have to like it. It doesn't make a difference. It's your dream, and you, my friend, have been given the task to make it happen, and you can't let anything stop you from doing what you were called to do.
Download this video and all.
Well, what's your life look like if you stop playing it safe?
There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living.
If you look at your life, and if you're not getting what you want, you owe it to yourself to do something differently. You owe it to yourself to start strategically working to change directions. Now let me tell you something, you deserve it. Here, you deserve a better life. There is more to your life than you've been living. You deserve it.
Believe. And I don't want you to use
We're just gonna watch
sight
today.
to believe. I want you to use your vision to believe. I need you to believe what you're capable of, not what you're doing. I don't need you to focus on what you've done. I need you to focus on what you're capable of doing.
This is a time for you to look at your life, look at where you want to go, look at what you want to do. Well, let me warn you, don't look at where you are. Don't look at your bills.
Don't spend time talking about what has happened to you. Keep that eye single. Hold a vision of yourself being successful in the future with whatever you do. That's what you want to do, because your thoughts have magnetic power. Where focus goes, energy, persistence, faith, and determination flows.
So what I want you to do for me every day when I wake up, people say, why are you so excited? Because I have a mental picture of where I want to be. I have a mental picture of what I want to do. And even when I was in an abandoned building, I saw that I would not be in an abandoned building forever. And I was homeless once, now I own 2 homes. Because my vision, although my circumstance was homeless, my vision wasn't. I saw myself in a different place. What does your dream look like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like?
I saw myself one day being where I am right now. I don't care where you are. Use what you got to get what you want. Use your mind. Use your vision. Use your dream. I dream my way out the hood. And I would get up every day and I would cry.
Yo, nobody got to believe in you. Ain't nobody got to talk about you. When you're in the dark, working every single day, you reap what you sow. And at some point, you're going to be great.
Oh, you're being unrealistic. You're dreaming. Yes, I am dreaming. So a lot of people have stopped dreaming. Don't you stop dreaming. I dare you to use your imagination. I dare you when you grow to use your imagination. I dare you under every single circumstance. Keep dreaming. Keep looking at your dream. Keep focusing on your dream. Keep going after the dream. Because what I know about life is you can't lose if you do not quit. And I kept going and I kept practicing and I kept going. Because every gift ain't gift wrapped. Just because it ain't easy don't mean you can't get it done. There are no limits, but the ones you place on yourself. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, then you can't. Stop looking at reality. Don't focus on the problem. Don't focus on the amount of work that you gotta do. Focus on the vision. What do you want it to look like? And spend some time throughout the day thinking about, looking about, feeling about, dreaming about what you want it to be like.
Start working and developing yourself now and prepare yourself for what it is that you want, because you expect to get it.
Get yourself in position, because one day you won't get your opportunity, baby, to live your dream and do your thing.
Come out here with what you got. You don't have enough money? Don't worry about it. You don't have enough resources? Don't worry about it. You got the dream. All I want you to do is hold a vision of what you want. I want you to think about that all the time. Hold the vision of what you want. Keep that in your mind's eye. See, we can't control the thoughts that come in our minds, but we can control the thoughts that we dwell on. When you focus on your goals and dreams and you visualize it complete, it will stimulate the reticular activating system and it will lead you there. So your thoughts have magnetism, and the most challenging thing is to discipline your thinking, but hold the vision of what it is that you want. But you got to harness it. You got to focus your thinking. You own it, zero in on it, think about it, focus your thoughts. Now, as you do that, you're growing in consciousness, and that will increase your manifesting power. Hold the vision. Hold the vision.
You get your head right. You hold the vision of what it is you want to create. Watch your words. You get around the right people, and you work. Nothing works until you do. Work as if everything depends upon you.
Find out what it is you want and go after it as if your life depends on it. Why? Because it does. You've got to take responsibility to make it happen. If you fail, so what? Come back again and again and again and again. If it's something that you love, if it's your passion, until you do it. The people that make it in this life, they look around for the circumstances that they want, and if they can't find them, they create them. Throw your whole self into it. All you can do is all you can do, and all you can do is enough. But make sure you do all you can do. Decide that you're not going to give up no matter what. Talk to yourself when you find that inner conversation that the world has given you, that negative part of you saying you can't do it. Affirm over and over again, speaking with power, feeling, and conviction, I can do it, I will do it. But as you do that, as you can sell yourself on your ability to make it happen as you continue to plunge forward, as you are relentless in finding ways, becoming more creative and resourceful and determined that you're going to make it happen. You will snatch victory from the jaws of defeat.
All of us have seen our destiny at some point in time. And we decided not to listen. We decided to ignore it and say, no, that's not for me. Why? Because somewhere along the line, life came in and knocked us down, told us we couldn't do it. And we stopped dreaming. And we settled. We settled for average. We settled for, oh well. The impulse to dream can be slowly beaten out of you through the experience of life.
The reality of life, whatever that truth is, it's not as powerful as the perception on how you see it. No matter what happens, it's the perception on how you see it. I'm talking to you about elevated thinking. I'm talking about getting above the storm, you eagle. Stop talking to me about the storm and the recession and what's going on in the economy. That's for blue jays and robins and sparrows. Eagles fly above the storm. They don't read the weather report. They don't even care. Get above it. There is a way to get above the storm in your life. You got a reason inside of yourself. I'm better than this. I'm stronger than this. I will survive this. This is not going to be it for my life. I deserve more than this. See, that will start making you do some stuff. And when I start changing that kind of mindset of beating myself up because of my mistakes and start looking at the possibility of my doing better, of my making the adjustment that would enable me to do what I want to do successfully, things begin to change. Nobody can do you like you do you. You are in a class all by yourself. Nobody. You'd be shocked what you could do if you would just breathe in what I just said. You wouldn't be so insecure. You wouldn't be so intimidated. You wouldn't be so vulnerable. There will never be another you. You are in a class all by yourself. You got a voice like nobody. You got a fingerprint like nobody. You got thoughts like nobody. You are in a class all by yourself. You are one of a kind. You can, if you believe you can. It is how you think about yourself, because if you think wrong, you go wrong. If you think down, you go down. If you think you can't get up, you can't get up. If you think you can't be free, you can't be free. If you think you can't learn anymore, you'll never be able to learn. Your thoughts are either dragging you down or taking you up. You gotta tell yourself, I want my head back. I'm tired of being drunk with grief and pain and frustration. I'm tired of going around in circles. I've wasted life. And from now on, I've got to be smarter than I've ever been in my life. You have to live the law of expectation. You have to expect your life to be better than it was, and it will be. There is no reason why it won't be. I want you to throw off discouragement, doubt, depression, bitterness, envy, and I want you to start living with a full focus on where you want to go in life. Because where you focus is where you'll go. Do not allow yourself to go into another year and waste another year with that old mentality while somebody right now is in the hospital begging for the opportunity that you have right now. You better step into this moment, because you can change everything for you starting right now. You can have whatever you want to have. You can be whatever you want to be. You can go wherever you want to go. And you can do whatever you're bold enough, whatever you're big enough, whatever you're strong enough to dream. And what you need to do it is already inside of you.
Download this video and all.
Before the world wakes up, the battle begins. The battle between what is and what could be. Who we are and who we could become. A battle of opposing wills. This battle isn't fought in the gym, on the track, or in the ring. It's fought in your mind.
You wake up every day and it's you versus you.
The never-ending battle between weakness and discipline. Long-term success versus short-term gratification. Building versus decaying. This battle has no opponent. It is you. Both sides. It is only you versus you.
There's that one voice that we love to hear. It's that soft motherfucker that says, sleep the in. It's okay. It's that calming voice. You want to be hugged and nurtured and all that shit that says it's going to be okay. Well, there's another motherfucking voice that wakes you up in the middle of the night. It's that demon voice that whispers in your ear and says, get up, motherfucker. You're not good enough. You gotta work harder. You gotta put enough time in. It's that voice you want to run away from. But guess what? It's that voice you need to listen to.
In every choice we make, it's not just the immediate result on the line. Our goals are on the line. Our dreams are on the line. Our freedom is on the line. There'll be bad weather. There'll be late nights.
The circumstances and the situations, whatever they are, they don't control you, you control you. You get to decide.
You control your feelings. You control your mood. You gotta rule yourself. It's about identity. You must know who you are. You must know what you are. You must know what you can do, and that you have the power.
You control your destiny and your future. You need to dictate your actions and get the work done, no matter what challenges you face, no matter what your feelings are, no matter how difficult the task. You have to fight, you have to struggle, you have to scrap and claw, and you have to attack. You have to go. Every day, do something that moves you toward that goal, that keeps that goal alive and in sight and in focus. However small or insignificant that step might seem, take it. Do it.
I don't care how small it is. I don't care how minuscule the movement is, but make movement. Move forward and do that every single day, no matter what.
This is about your capacity compared to your performance. It's you against you. Ask yourself how much effort you put into something and measure it against what you are capable of. One step forward, one small victory, one decision to keep going. The more effort you put into something, the more progress you will make. Being easy on yourself doesn't help you or the people in your life. You must commit. You must stay on the path. I'm gonna try to be the best that I can be. The strongest, the fastest, the smartest. The smartest human that I can become. That's what I'm gonna go for.
Pain's inevitable, suffering's optional. No one's gonna be harder on you than you. Every day you wake up, you should just be thinking to yourself, all right, today it's me versus me.
For you to constantly win, it's all about your mind takes control of you. You have to say, I run this motherfucker. I just gotta, this is just gonna suck. Every day is gonna suck. And live like that, to be better. It goes from the water, to the studying, to the running, to losing weight, to how you eat, to how you function as a man. Every day of your life, you're winning these battles. And every day you wake up, it sucks. And when it's over, you feel better. It sucks, you feel better. It sucks, you feel better. Every step I take, I'm like, all right, motherfucker, keep beating the demon again.
You have to put a force on top of your mind and your ideas in order to squeeze out results, in order to free it. You want to not be complacent? You have to do it every single day. Every single day. You want to improve? You want to get better? You want to get on a workout program or a clean diet or start a new business? You want to write a book or make a movie or build a house or a computer or an app? Where do you start? You start right here. When do you start? You start right now.
You have to make sure that your mind doesn't become spastic. When it's suffering, when it's in pain, all it wants to do is find the easy way out, which is usually quit. The pain goes away immediately. You gotta give yourself enough energy and fuel in your mind to stay just a little bit longer so you can talk yourself into staying for the whole thing. In that moment, when we're in the worst spot possible, we forget all the build-up to where we're at today. We forget that journey on what it took for us to get in this moment to make the right decision. We forget the 3 o'clock in the morning runs or getting up early for work or whatever you're doing. We forget all that. In that moment of suffering, I remind myself of all those days I ran the fucking rain, or I had a study room late at night, and I didn't want to do it, but I did it to get here. Now you're here, and now you want to fucking quit. No, man.
You're gonna have to fight these demons.
You gotta get to a point where you're disciplined. And what separates the talented, if everybody's talented, if everybody's equally gifted, what separates us is discipline. If everybody could just say, this is the one area I know I'm messing up in, and this week I'm gonna start working on it, and the next week I'm gonna get stronger, and the next week I'm gonna get stronger. I want you to win the day. I want you to win the morning. I want you to win the hour. I want us to win the week. I want us to win the month. Let's say you don't like to get up early in the morning time to go run. Every day. You can hate it. You do that. 250, 60, 70, 300-mile runs at one time. It's the one thing I hate the most to do, and I do it like I love it. Through a period of time, your brain doesn't like it, but it starts to realize this is a new way of thinking. You live uncomfortable to gain growth. You have to have friction in your life to gain growth. By me running, I am callous in my mind. I'm not training for a race. I'm training for life. It wasn't until I changed that mentality that I became somebody. Instead of running from the things you don't want to do, you actually face them and start to gain more and more growth in your life.
You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting after it every daggone day.
Hold yourself accountable. And even when you don't do right, be honest enough to say you're not doing what you said you were going to do. Do not expect anybody else to hold you accountable like you hold you accountable, because nobody knows what you do in secret. Nobody can be with you 24/7. And then love yourself enough to get beyond that thing that you struggle with, to get beyond that pain, so you can finally get to your success.
What gets you out of bed? What gets you off the couch? What gets you in the gym? It's not your alarm. It's not your parents. It's not your friends. It's you. The only one that can make it happen for you is you. It's really hard to be led by your butt.
But I'm not qualified. But I'm not good enough. But I'm not smart enough. But I didn't go to school. But I don't have enough money. But. If you're ever going to step into your future, if you're ever going to step into your destiny, you're going to have to get over your butt.
And that's what a pity party is. When you have an undisciplined mind and you mediate on the wrong thing over and over and over again. If you're going to throw a pity party, I give you 3 days and that's it. And after 3 days, you cut off your music, you're complaining, you're feeling sorry for yourself, and you come up with a plan. Do I just sit there and settle? No. I say enough is enough, man, and I'm gonna make a change, and I'm gonna keep going until I get it. You chase something that you believe you deserve until you get it. And it doesn't matter what happens to you. Doesn't matter how many times you've been fired. Doesn't matter how many people don't believe in you. You just go until you get it. Some of you need to get tired. You need to be tired of what's going on in your life. Get tired of your habits. Get tired of the actions that you're putting in every day. You gotta change, man, or nothing changes. I woke up one day and stopped making excuses. I woke up one day and stopped playing the blame game. I woke up one day and looked at the man in the mirror and was like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Wake up, it's showtime, let's go! You wake up earlier than people, you stay later than people, you stay humble, you work harder than anyone when no one's there. I guarantee someone that feels bad about themselves soon will label you as he's built different. He's built different should be your label because people feel bad about themselves. Your life is exactly what you wanted because every day you've had choices to make. You're responsible and credible for every single choice. You've made the choices so you control you. This world ain't gonna give you what you deserve. This world's gonna give you what you work for. Winning's not loyal to you. It doesn't care about you. Winning doesn't care how sore you are. Winning doesn't care how much sleep you get. Winning doesn't care how hard you work at times. Winning requires all of you and then more. And it promises you nothing. It's a mastermind of creating fear and doubt in your mind. It causes setback after setback. So the question isn't about winning. The question is, are you willing to keep going when the distance is unknown? And why chase this thing called winning? Because the only thing that's guaranteed in life if you don't chase it is losing. Now is the time to grind. Now is the time to show the world that I was placed here for a purpose. Give yourself no way out, and you will find a way.
Download this video.
What kind of settlement have you made with your life? You know, when we make settlements out of course, most of us go through life running scared. Fear is the most subtle and destructive of all human diseases. Fear kills dreams. Fear kills hope. Fear put people in the hospital. Fear can age you. Fear, ladies and gentlemen, can hold you back from doing something that you know within yourself that you're capable of doing, but it will paralyze you. And I ask you a question, what is the benefit? What's the benefit of allowing fear to hold you back? Of giving up on yourself? Of not stepping out on life and taking life on? What is the benefit for you? What's the plus in that? It's one of the things I had to ask myself. So I didn't want to make any mistakes. I wanted everybody to like me. I wanted to be perfect the first time I did something. It's not going to happen. You're going to make some mistakes. You're going to hurt some folks' feelings. You're going to create some enemies. Whenever you decide that you want to begin to take life on, you've got to ask yourself, how long am I going to allow this to hold me back? Haven't you been afraid to do something and then after you did it, you say, whoa, if I known it was this easy, I would have done it before. Haven't you ever had that experience? Absolutely. So we created this in our minds, false evidence appearing real. We made it real in our minds. Fear ain't real. That's why Churchill said there's nothing to fear but fear itself. That's the destructive monster.
When you have fear, fear makes you couch. When you have fear, fear makes you think in ways you shouldn't be thinking. When you have fear, fear makes you speak in a certain way. When you have fear. But when you have faith, you don't need to couch. When you have faith, you don't need to go outside. When you have faith, you don't need to see how many horses. When you have faith, you don't need to see how many armies. When you have faith, you don't need to see how many swords. When you have faith, you don't need to count no shields. When you have faith, you don't need to look at the parameter and see how many kids. When you have faith, you just believe and it'll happen. Fear, you are not going to stop me. I've come too far to give up now. You got fear and you got faith. And I've decided not to walk in fear, but to walk in faith.
Turn off things that can contribute to your fear. Turn a deaf ear to people that all they can do is talk about how negative things are because they have bought into the consciousness of the world. Start attending workshops, seminars, listening to tapes on a daily basis to begin to recondition your mind, to retrain your thinking. Faith comes by what? Hearing and hearing and hearing. Listen to things that can empower you, that can enable you to create a new reality for yourself, and a new life for yourself. Most people won't do that. Most people won't take that kind of effort and invest that kind of energy in themselves because they will fall prey to that conversation within. Oh, don't do that. You don't have time. You're too busy. You're too caught up in the rat race. Most people won't do that. They won't take time to go to lectures. They won't take time to go to seminars. They won't take time to go to classes to improve themselves. And as you continue to work on yourself, you will begin to expand your vision of yourself. You will begin to work towards self-mastery. When you go through these steps, you might appear to be strange around most people. You ignore all those voices and you prioritize you, taking care of you, focusing on you.
You got to focus on your strengths.
You want to make your dream come true, you got to stay focused. Some people rather get even than get ahead. Stay focused on where you want to go.
When you're hungry to win, you spend your time and your energy being a warrior, not a worrier. No, you don't spend time worrying because you want to get in a fight mode.
There's going to be a fight. If you would be willing to fight your way through it, if you would be willing to fight your way through this battle, fight your way through cancer, fight your way through that academic struggle, fight your way through divorce, fight your way through it. If you are willing to fight your way through that singing career, fight your way through boxing, fight your way through football, if you want to put up the fight, I'm telling you, at the end of the fight is going to come victory.
Go into action with your dream and don't avoid where the fights are. Get in the midst of the fight. Get knocked down so you can learn how to fight, so you can hold your position. See, most people don't get out in the arena of life because they don't want to fight. Most people don't get out there because they don't want to get knocked down. They don't want to be dropped to their knees. But see, you're going to be dropped whether you're on the field or whether or not you're sitting on the sidelines. You're going to be dropped. So at least get dropped for something. Don't get knocked down while you're sitting down. Most people are spectators in life. You don't want to be a spectator. You want to get out in the field where the action is, and you will be amazed. After the struggle, there will be a calm period, and things will begin to click for you. Come out here with what you got. You don't have enough money? Don't worry about it. You got the dream. You don't have enough resources? Don't worry about it. You got the idea. You get out here in the Someone will look at you and become inspired and say, hey, can I help you? But if you sit up on the bleachers, nobody's going to ask you anything.
Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once. What does that mean? The valiant people aren't afraid? No, no, no. It means that they experience that fear and they move forward. It's going to take everything in you that your life deserves the concentrated effort to begin to look at how is it that I can express more of me? How is it that I can bring my ideas out here now and start living with a sense of urgency? Because you're here today, you're gone today. Life is unpredictable, it's uncertain. There are no guarantees out here at all. So holding back, what are you waiting on? Ask yourself, what's the benefit of your waiting? What's the benefit of your not living your dream? What's the benefit of not listening to yourself? Oh, please, listen to yourself. Look at your game plan. Look at your strategy. How is it that you have been being? So you are the director, you're the producer, you're writing the script, you're the star of your life. And as you begin to look at your life, you can decide whether or not it's a smash or whether or not it's a flop. That's in your hands. Look at your life, look at where you want to go. Don't worry about your circumstances. Don't worry about your age. You've got to start saying yes to your life. You've got to start saying yes to your dreams. Yes to your unfolding future. Yes to your potential. Why not? Why not me? Don't spend time like most people going through life complaining. It doesn't matter what happens to you. The only thing matters, what are you going to do about it? Use that energy to get up from there and move on and get on with your life. Whatever you've done in the past, that's not a reflection of your possibilities. That's just a reflection of your consciousness. That's just a reflection of your development and your growth. The future is unfolding for you right now. The future is unlimited for you right now. No one knows where you can go. No one knows what you're capable of or what's possible for you. You don't even know that. Take the lead. See, it's out here in the universe. Take the plunge. Go into action. And ladies and gentlemen, you will be surprised how things will come together. Because the only way that you can grow, you've got to risk. The only way that you can become your best, you have got to risk. You got to challenge yourself. You've got to venture into the unknown. You've got to take some chances. Got to put you on the line. So in order to have that sense of fulfillment, getting out of your comfort zone, as you get out of your comfort zone, you expand your whole life. The more you do, the more you realize you can do. You expand your capacity. You expand your potential. You expand your horizons. You expand your vision of yourself and of life. You expand your participation in life. You're involved in life more. You'll get more out of life because you're putting more into life than most people. So as we look at the future, we can decide that from this day forward, I'm going to do all I can do to develop me, to bring my talent out here, to make a contribution to life.
Most people think they're disqualified from becoming mega successful. They think their past disqualifies them. Their mistakes. You don't know, man. I've had a divorce. You don't know. I failed in this other business. You don't know. In the last down real estate market, I lost it all. You don't know what I'm addicted to. You don't know my mistakes. You don't know my weaknesses. You don't know what I'm not good at. You don't know. I've always been average and ordinary. I've always been invisible. And so that disqualifies me from being successful. So what you do regularly is you disqualify yourself. What I'm saying to you, what if the truth was that your greatest mistakes are the very things that do qualify you? What if that's the case?
What you will realize is that you have greatness within you. What you'll realize is that you're more powerful than you can ever begin to imagine. What you will realize is that you're greater than your circumstances, that you don't have to go through life being a victim.
If you can survive temporary pain, on the other side of temporary pain, you will meet another version of you. By the way, all pain is temporary. The only thing permanent is our soul. Even our bodies are temporary. So all pain, no matter what it is temporary. And if you can survive it, on the other side of it, you will meet personality traits, emotions, thoughts, people, circumstances, versions of you that you didn't know existed before.
If you want to make your dream become reality, the people that are running at their dreams know that it's possible that you can live your dream. That it's necessary, that you're relentless, that you have a plan of action, that you are creative, that know if it's going to happen, it's up to them. And they're resolving within themselves, it's not over until I win. The people people that are running after their dream know they're going to have hard times. They keep on running because they're saying within themselves, no matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it.
Every time I wanted to quit this business, I didn't make a decision to not quit the rest of my life. I made a decision not to quit for one more day. One more day just don't quit. One more day, hang on. What if the truth is that changing your life is one away? One decision, one meeting, one conversation, one extra phone call, one extra rep in the gym. You start stacking up those one mores. That's the separator. You are one decision away from changing your life. You're one new meeting, one new relationship, one new contact, one new action, one new decision away from shifting your life from where it is right now to a totally different place. There's something you've been hesitating on. There's a contact you need to make. There's a job you need to quit. I don't know what it is, but I know there's a decision that you need to make to take you to the next level, because decisions shape our destiny when they're backed up by some massive ass action. But you can't take the action if you don't decide.
It's you. You got to take personal responsibility. You got to make it your personal business to make it happen. And you've got to resolve within yourself that I can do this. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one to make this happen. I'm the one to become successful in this business. It's possible. I can live my dream. It's necessary. I work on myself. It's me. I got to make it happen.
In a matter of one moment, one decision, one day, your life can change in a moment. And if you don't know that, you will miss them when they show up. But what if you believe that and you live in anticipation of finding them? And now your reticular activating sees things it wasn't seeing before, hears things it wasn't hearing before, feels things it didn't feel before, and it tries to prove you right. If you put your head down, if you get focused, if you stop worrying about what everybody thinks, if you start pursuing that person you were capable of, if you start competing with the efforts you make every single day, your life changes.
Download this video.
Life changes every day. Sometimes things will be going your way. Sometimes things work well for you. Sometimes it won't work so well. Sometimes you'll have your health, you're feeling good and energetic, have a yes I can attitude, and there's some things that can happen to you in life that can...
This is where we're going to conclude the video. Thank you for everyone watching and being present. If you like this video, you can watch it again, or you can find another one for motivational videos.